Gaming. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to more Paper Perjury, the pop filter test game.
Yeah, we are looking into some embezzlement today, so that should be fun.
Yeah, some money has been embezzled, and we need to figure out what happened. Robust. Well, no, he's flimsy now.
How come?
Shane,
why is he flimsy again?
Did
Yeah, I did notice the name change, even though it's been reverted again. It's gone now.
Wait, what? Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
Hello? Ah.
We can't have that.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, my PTT was being a bit weird for a second.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we can't have that. No.
What did he do to become flimsy again? Hello, Philip.
I didn't change it. Huh. Are you sure?
Because I saw it earlier. I saw that it was changed, and now it's not anymore.
He's gaslighting. He changed it.
Desktop 1. Paper Perjury.
You definitely changed it, dude. There's no way it changed by itself. I mean, sure, but like... Yeah, right. Change nickname. Yeah, see, it says a robust golf handle. No. Flimsy. Not flimsy. Flimsy.
Why? What
Wait, do they expire?
They shouldn't do, no. Once you change it, it should just be changed until it's changed to something new. Unless they change something.
Yeah, no, I don't see any expiry bullshit. Is there anyone else with naming rights? You, Shane.
Yeah, I have it, but I didn't touch it. Like...
Nah, he must have changed
I don't know
it.
why I would bother. I only saw it like 10 minutes before stream anyway.
But yeah, what did he do? He shifted into the flimsy timeline again. I don't know if you remember.
I remember last time it was because he fell asleep.
Yeah, that was... Yeah. He did it again.
Ah. What are you guys...
We're playing Blue Skies. We're playing Sayori route.
Oh, is he playing?
Yeah.
How do you fall asleep when you're playing?
Well, no, he fell asleep before we even started playing. That's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, we're going to do Blue Skies later. Okay, cool. And then he doesn't show up. And I'm like, oh.
Ah. Okay, that's funny.
And then he later comes, oh yeah, I've dozed off, lol.
That is funny. That's sacrilege, man. We can't have that here. Stop. Cease immediately.
It's your own damn fault, Philip, that this joke is so overused.
Yeah. You were asking for that one, Philip.
Today we're well, that wasn't my fault. I had no control over that. Now you're gonna tell me you have no control over when you fall asleep. Yes, you do.
Paper Perjury. Start.
Anyway.
Load. Back. Load.
Enough of that bullshit.
But yeah, we are in the middle of case 3. We are going into the kind of second phase of the investigation.
Yeah, because we did the first phase, which was kind of a sidetrack, I guess.
Yeah.
We investigated the car.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Flimsy is caught up. Otherwise, he wouldn't be watching. Because like if you're watching this stream, then obviously spoilers for the last stream.
Yes.
File page. Load slot 1. Sunday.
Yeah, we investigated the car crash and found what did they call him? Doughboy? Yeah, Doughboy.
Yes, Doughboy.
Who didn't do the thing even though he said he did. His logic for that was, well, who's gonna mess with me if they think I call the Skiller Man? Which, you know, that's
First answer being the police, probably. But anyway, we're not going to go there.
yeah, it turns out it was Meg, although apparently it was an accident. So, yeah. I don't know why we did that. I'm assuming that's going to have relevance later. Shane, of course, is silent, so, yeah. And now we're doing the embezzlement, which was the original point of the case.
Yep.
Left bracket lead. New lead added to the case file. Right bracket. Talk.
Right, that's a very abrupt
Travel. Investigate.
cut in.
Talk. Low ledger. President. Eubank investment back. Low ledger. Justina. So, Mr. Ledger, what exactly do you do around here?
Right, we're at the Eubank Investments HQ.
Lobby.
And Lowell Ledger. Yeah, we have the character
Potter,
naming.
yeah.
Yeah. Who is the... What is he like? Is he the CFO?
Oh god, I think so. I can't remember his exact title.
Low, as I said before, I am the assistant to the president.
Ah, there we go.
Low, I assist him in all of his roles. If there is something he doesn't want to do, he delegates it to me.
Right, so you're his...
Bitch.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
Wasn't able to catch a play.
that's... I guess, well, it's up to you, I guess, if you're willing to be spoiled, so whatever.
Yeah, you've pretty much already been spoiled, to be fair.
Yeah.
We basically just rehashed case 3.
Yeah.
Which,
Often
you
small
know,
administrative tasks. Justina, sounds like you'd rather be doing more. Low, of course I would. My position wasn't easy to land, and I have no intention on stopping here.
Mm-hmm.
Low, I'll continue climbing the ladder as far as I can go.
Yeah.
Low, perhaps one day I'll be the one running the show. Justina, you seem pretty ambitious. Low, ambition is the driving force of progress. If we just accept where we are in life, we never go further. Low, I know that firsthand. My family was like that, always saddled in debt, never striving to get better. Low, so I did something about it. I got my degree in business, and I did everything I could to get to where I am now. Justina, I don't think that's a fair assessment. A lot of people don't have access to those same opportunities. Justina, nobody chooses to end up that way. It can be a very difficult thing to get out of, ambition or not. Low, there is always a means to an end, if only you are brave enough to pursue it. Good things come to those who deserve it. Low ledger. President. Eubank invest back. Low president. Justina, you said something earlier about a president. Low, that would be Anton Chambers, my boss. Low, he's quite a ruthless businessman. It's easy to tell how he got his position. Low, he's never afraid of risks and never shies away from seizing opportunities when he sees them.
Anton Chambers. Isn't fucking Eubank the president?
he's the CEO,
Oh, okay.
which are apparently different things. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they can be. I guess it depends on the company. There's also chairman of the board, which is
That hasn't been mentioned
an
yet, I
entirely
don't think.
different thing. So, I don't know if they have that too.
Yeah, we haven't heard about that guy yet.
Low, in that way, I strive to do the same. Business is sink or swim semi. You either make it or you don't.
I feel like the president is suspicious then. He must be doing some shit. Because like, if it was just straight up Eubank, that would be way too obvious.
Low, eventually, you have to realize that sometimes your success has to come at the cost of another's.
Yeah.
Low, you might think it cruel, but that's just how the world is. Those who deserve success are those who don't shy away from reaching it.
Mm-hmm.
Justina, W-what an awful way to look at things. I think you can be successful without undermining others in the process. Low, that sort of naivety won't cut it here. Eubank investments only hires those who are willing to do whatever it takes. Justina, left Aaron. If this is the sort of people who fill the business world, then thank the gods I didn't stay in management, right, Aaron?
Yeah. Fuck that.
Low ledger. President, Eubank investment. Justina, what can you tell me about Eubank investments? Low, we're one of the most successful real estate and investment firms this side of the Azure Bay.
The Azure Bay. Azure City, Azure Bay. All right. I can see the theme.
Yeah, there is some world building. There is some world building going on.
Low,
I think
behind
then
a lot
the
of this city's
next
recent major
one we
developments,
get
including the
a bit more
transformation
of
of the Sunrise District. Low, our company is behind a lot of this city's recent major developments, including the transformation of the Sunrise District. Low, recently we've even begun expanding our plans eastward past the Juneau Mountains.
The what mountains?
I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Justina, it sounds like the company is doing very well, then. Low, we've routinely broken our projected revenue, and it shows no sign of stopping. Business is good. Low, of course, that's dependent on the continued success of our developments. Low, there's been some recent trouble, but it's nothing we can't turn around. Justina, left Aaron, recent trouble. I'm sure it's nothing, but I'll try to remember it for later, right, Aaron? Low ledger. President, Eubank back. Talk. Travel. Investigate. Flowers. Logo. Window. Furniture. Back. Desk. Justina, this must be the reception desk. Justina, there's a place back here for someone to sit, but the receptionist must be gone. Swift. HM. Swift. Hey, look, there's a bowl of candy back here. Swift, I'm sure they wouldn't mind if we swipe a couple pieces. Justina, H-hey, you can't just run around taking things without asking first. Justina, you're a detective. You have to set a good example for everyone. Swift, what if this candy is an important clue? You never know. Justina, it probably doesn't even taste good as free candy never does. Swift, you're no fun. Justy. Desk selected. Flowers.
I don't know. Free candy sometimes is good, like in restaurants. I like that.
Yeah.
Justina, there's a vase of pretty yellow flowers here. Justina, I think it's fair to say Mrs. Eubank put these here. Swift, she really seems to like yellow flowers. Justina, I remember seeing similar ones at their estate. She said they represented optimism. Swift, how do flowers represent such abstract things like that? Swift, like, who looks at a flower and decides what they represent? Justina, I think it's a bit more complicated than that. Justina, hold on, I wonder if there's any cheesy lines attached to this. Justina, quote, may our profits bloom as beautifully as these quote. Justina, W dash. Justina, what kind of saying is that? Flower selected. Logo. Justina, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Swift, it must be the company's logo. Justina, looks like a giant E in the shape of a skyrise. Swift, that's kind of clever. Justina, I hate corporate logos like these. Justina, they're always so plain and uninspired. Justina, just meant to be inoffensive and easily remembered. Swift, I don't think a corporate logo needs to be much more than that. Logo selected.
Why an E, though?
It's because Eubank. EUBANK.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Window. Justina, we're in the heart of Azure City now. Justina, I don't think I've ever been around here before. Swift, well, this whole area is the primary financial district. Swift, there's not much here except offices and corporate headquarters. Justina, you can't see much from down here. I bet the higher floors have great views of the city. Justina, hey, Lowell, do you think you could give us a tour of the upper offices? Lowell, no.
Nope.
Justina, well, we have a shot. Window selected. Furniture. Justina, there's a lot of comfy looking furniture in here. Justina, well, they aren't as comfy as they look. Swift, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we check the cushions? Swift, you never know what sorts of clues we might find. Swift, all I found are some coins and a faded receipt. Justina, oh, saw, I've got an unopened piece of gum. Justina, I'll thank you for the coins. Swift, deal. Justina, left Aaron, there's a vending machine in the other room, and there's enough here for a snack, right Aaron. Justina, left Aaron, head, sucker, right Aaron. Furniture selected. Back. Talk. Travel. Invest. Talk. Travel. Eubank Estate. Back. Eubank Estate. The 24th of April, 2 o'clock p.m. Eubank Estate Friday. Justina, left Aaron, to think I'd be back here again, right Aaron. Justina, left Aaron, it almost feels like yesterday, right Aaron.
Did we do this? This particular scene? I don't remember.
Ser Pounce, row.
No, this is all new.
Wait, what?
Colon, Ser Pounce, no. Justina, a dash R. Justina, left Aaron, H dash he's barreling towards us, right Aaron. Colon, aha, gotcha. Justina, oh, hi there, Phi. Justina, long time no see.
No, we didn't do this last time. We were here
Why are
in
they
case 2, though. This is we went to the Eubank Estate. This is where they live.
Oh, Eubank Estate, right.
Yeah.
Phi, Miss Justina, Miss Sophie. Phi, you're back. Swift, it's nice to see you again, Phi. Swift, how have you been? Phi, well, Ser Pounce and I really miss Oliver and Chandra. Phi, father's making me clean my own room now. It's not fair. Justina, left Aaron, T dash talk about spoiled, right Aaron. Phi, and we don't get any more of Oliver's extra dash special curry. Swift, don't worry, Phi Semi, there's plenty of curries in the world for you to enjoy still. Phi, so, are you guys here for more high dash and dash seek? Swift, not this time, we're here to speak with your father. Is he around? Phi, he's in his office, I'll take you there. Justina, that would be great, thank you. Phi, alright, let's race. Justina, W dash wait. Justina, left Aaron, now she's making a game out of it, right Aaron. Justina, left Aaron, well, I'd better hurry there, right Aaron. Justina, left Aaron, back in the lion's den once more, right Aaron. Phi, father, the nice police officers want to talk to you again. Owen, thank you. Phi, why don't you run off and play now? Phi, okay. Owen, so, it's you again. Owen, just how many times exactly are you going to invade my home before you're content? Swift, hopefully this is the last time. Swift,
That's
talk to you about the class charity. Owen, this nonsense again, what is it now? Justina, I thought you should know, Chandra recovered from her injuries today. Owen, I'm quite aware, we just had her dismissed from our employment. Justina, she claims you've been embezzling money from the charity. Owen, you. Swift, hey, don't get mad at us, those were her words. Swift, regardless, we wanted to ask you what you know about BG Titles, LLC. Owen, I have no idea what you're talking about, I've never heard about that in my life.
Lying. Because we know he did.
Yeah, we saw the little epilogue from case 2.
Well, yeah, so that's just for us, the audience.
Yeah. We, the viewer, know.
Yeah.
Justina, as if we know you stole Chandra's documents on it. Justina, why don't you just complain already? We've already caught you. Owen, I want you to consider your words very, very carefully, Clark. Owen, I can have you blacklisted from every job in Azure City and beyond. Justina, left Aaron, now he thinks he can threaten me, right Aaron. Swift, whoa, no need for that, let's all just calm down. Swift, we aren't accusing you of anything at this time, Mr. Eubank. We just want to hear your side of things.
You're like the person you walked in with 2 seconds ago said, yeah, we know you did it. You may as well admit it. And then you're like, we're not accusing you of anything. Like, that ship has sailed at this point.
Owen, are you really going to entertain the baseless words of that snake? Swift, it would be irresponsible of us to not look into it. Swift, besides, if there's nothing wrong with your statement, we won't bother you again. Owen, fine, but this is the last statement I'll give to you. Owen, every year, our company fundraises money for the class charity. Owen, after the money is collected and counted, it is stored here for safekeeping.
Uh-huh.
Owen, we were making arrangements to transfer the money to the Klaus orphanage when our little incident happened.
Uh-huh.
Owen, because of that, all the money we collected is either still there or in your possession.
That's wrong.
Mr. Eubank's statement, according to Owen, all the fundraised charity money is stored in cash at the Eubank estate. He denies that any of the money was missing. Left bracket statement, quote, Owen Eubank's statement recorded in the case file, quote, right bracket, Owen Eubank's statement recorded in the case file, Justina, left Aaron, so that's what he wants to claim, ha, right Aaron, Owen Eubank's, Swift, if it's alright with you, we'd like to go over that with you in more detail. Swift, in the meantime, do you mind if we poke around a bit? Owen, don't overstay, you're welcome. Talk. Review statement. President, Bill's accident, back.
Okay, I guess we'll do all the talk.
Yeah,
Review
and
statement.
investigate and stuff, and then...
Justina, I heard Eubank Investments has a president. What can you tell me about them? Owen, that would be my compatriot, Anton Chambers. Justina, what does he do, exactly? Owen, as president, Anton handles all the day-to-day management of the company and our business ventures. Owen, recently, he secured us numerous new property developments. Owen, in essence, he is the beating heart of the company. Justina, so I guess you just sit around all day and collect a paycheck. Owen.
Why would you say that? Oh my god.
Yeah, she is very blunt.
Owen, I assure you, my role involves a lot of work. As CEO, my responsibilities revolve around our company's future. Owen, with it, I carry the very soul of Eubank Investments. Justina, sounds to me like you're just the quote ideas guy quote. Owen, I'm tired of this discussion. Drop it. Justina, left Aaron, I think I poked a nerve there, right Aaron. Review statement. President, Bill's accident. Justina, do you know anything about the car accident that happened at the
No,
castle
you
last
were
month?
just being an asshole for no reason.
Yeah.
Owen, I heard about it. Yes, thank the gods that nobody was harmed. Owen, it's a real shame about the car though. A classic like that deserved a better death.
I wonder if that's like a world building moment as well. Thank the gods.
Yeah,
do
they
they have
actually
a-
they talk about the religion a little bit in I think the next case.
Oh.
Or it could be at some point in this one, but I think it's the next one.
Justina, it's not quite dead yet. Bill's having it repaired.
Is it like a, invented religion, or is it like a...
Yeah, it's invented.
Okay.
Owen, is he now? That would cost him quite a penny. Owen, I can hardly imagine how he could afford such a thing. Justina, left Aaron, now that I think about it, how did Bill wind up with the money? Right Aaron. Justina, left Aaron, I should ask him about it later, right Aaron. Review statement. President Bill's act, Bill Klaus. Justina, it sounds like you and Bill are acquaintances. Owen, we've met before, obviously. After all, my company has a lot of ties to the orphanage. Owen, but our relationship is strictly a professional one. I don't have any connections with him otherwise. Owen, on one of my trips to the orphanage, he happened to show me his car, a real beauty that one was. Justina, so you don't know anything that goes on at the orphanage? Owen, I'm afraid not. Our only dealings at this stage involve the charity. Justina, left Aaron, doesn't sound like I'll get anything useful out of him on this topic, then right Aaron. Review statement. President Bill's back. Talk, trap, investigate. Top shelf, bottom shelf, laptop, lamp, back.
Oh, didn't we do these
Top shelf.
already?
They're different, I think.
Justina, what's up here? Justina, quote the history of the world, part 0 quote.
Yeah.
Justina, shouldn't it be part 1? Owen, the book covers history of all humans. We were only around for less than a fraction of this planet's life. Justina, this thing is huge. Have you read this whole book? Owen, cover to cover, though now only go back to specific portions of it. Owen, after all, how can we inhabit a world that we don't truly understand? Owen, if you read it, you might learn a thing or two. It's never a bad thing to broaden one's horizons. Justina, right, maybe I'll check it out another time. Top shelf selected.
Yeah, let's just quickly read the huge book right now.
Yeah.
Just take a detour.
Brief pause in the stream, guys, while we go read a book.
Justina, what's down here? Justina, quote, where in the world is carbon dioxide, quote. Justina, isn't this a children's book? Owen, it was my favorite when she was younger. I used to read it to her every night. Owen, she's going to be a wonderful scientist someday. Justina, scientist, what about the family business? Owen, I would prefer that she follows her own path rather than my footsteps.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good parenting.
Justina, left Aaron, says the guy who wants her to be a scientist, right Aaron.
Well, no, but I assume she wants that. I don't know.
Yeah, like if she showed interest in that, then
Yeah. Like,
Justina really jumps to conclusions a lot. She just like assumes shit off bat and just somehow turns out to be right.
yeah.
It's shockingly common.
Mhm.
Like she will just come into a room, go, this must be happening, ignoring the 6 other options, and
Yep,
in the end,
yep.
it's usually the thing she came up with.
Yep. I'm beginning to think that the secret to the great detectives of the world is just that their assumptions are usually correct for some
Yeah, they're
inexplicable
just
reasons.
they have the power of the writer on their side.
Yeah. The power of plot.
Exactly.
Bottom shelf selected. Laptop. Justina, what's on here? Justina, quote Fiesta Fantasy VI soundtrack, quote. Owen, stop snooping around. Justina, sorry. Justina, though, is that video game music? Owen, what of it? Owen, Fiesta Fantasy has some of the most beautiful music I ever listened to. Owen, the 6th game is where the composer truly shined.
I assume that's Final Fantasy,
I would imagine so, yeah.
Justina, I didn't mean to offend. It's just surprising, is all.
which is, it's not wrong. Final Fantasy VI does have a nice soundtrack.
Justina, I always figured you for the type to listen to classical music all day. Owen, I can't stand classical music. Justina, left Aaron, I guess you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, right Aaron?
Yeah, true. We know this. We learned this in DDLC.
Yeah.
Justina.
Oops.
Say, Justina, what about you, Sophie? What kind of music do you like? Swift, I've been listening to some of the classics lately, like the band White Keys and Black Stripes.
Oh, Right. The black keys and white
Huh?
stripes.
Swift,
Oh.
have you heard the one-hit wonder Take You Out by Gavrilo in the Black Hand?
Okay, that one I don't know. Wait,
Swift, have you heard the one-hit wonder Take You Out by Gavrilo in the Black Hand?
yeah, no, I don't know what that...
It sounds like it's a murder threat, to be honest.
Gavrilo in the Black Hand, though, that sounds like a reference to Gavrilo Princip, who started World War One.
Oh.
Because I think the organization he was part of was called the Black Hand. If I'm
Oh, wow.
not completely fucking up my history.
If that's true, then that's a very deep cut. Well done, writers.
Justina, no, I haven't. Swift, give it a listen. His other work is great. He should have taken off beyond one song.
Yeah, and the name even, Take Me Out. Like, yeah, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense.
Oh, is that a reference to fucking Franz Ferdinand? The band? Is that the... Oh, that's a nice reference, bro, if that's what it is.
Mhm. I think that's what it is.
Because that was the guy who got assassinated, you know this.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they... Oh, that's so funny. If that's what it is, that's a cool-ass reference.
Justina, left Aaron. Everyone seems to have their own musical tastes, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. Maybe I should expand my own beyond indie rock and coffee house jazz, right, Aaron?
What's coffee house jazz? Just whatever's on in the cafe?
I guess, yeah.
Just like, whatever's playing when I go into the shop is my type of music.
Yeah.
Laptop selected.
Well, when I hear coffee house jazz, I think of like the... You know the YouTube's like coffee shop jazz, relaxing evening or relaxing morning in the coffee shop, whatever. It's like 24-hour of just nice chill jazz.
Yep.
Justina, do you mind if I turn on this lamp? Owen, the room has sufficient light. It would be a waste of electricity. Justina, then at least open these curtains a bit more. Owen, the light in this room is perfect for my taste. Equal parts moody and hopeful. Justina, left Aaron. Is he a vampire? Right, Aaron. Justina, by the way, why is your office here and not at Eubank Investments? Owen, I have an office there, but I prefer this one for more private matters. Owen, the walls have ears. You can never trust them. Owen, that's why the most important matters are discussed here. Justina, left Aaron. Sounds like paranoia to me, right, Aaron? Lamp selected. Back. Talk. Review statement. President Bill's Bill back. Review statement. Justina, left Aaron. I should listen to his statement. Owen, every year, our company fundraises money for the class charity. 1/4. Owen, after the money is collected and counted, it's stored here for safekeeping. 2/4. Owen, we were making arrangements to transfer the money to the class orphanage when our little incident happened. 3. Owen, because of that, all the money we collected is either still there or in your possession. 4/4. Justina's I.D selected. Liz statement. Class statement.
At least it doesn't...
It's near the bottom of all your evidence lists. It's your new stuff.
At least it doesn't show us all
Class financial
the...
ledger. Card rate receipt.
Yeah, it's only evidence for this case.
Insurance letter.
Thank God.
Mrs. Eubank statement.
Is it?
Insurance letter.
Well, there's
No.
Justina's ID, but...
Card rate receipt. Insurance letter. Mrs. Eubank
Car
statement.
brake receipt.
Yeah, but that was in this case, in case 3.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. It doesn't show you stuff from case 2. That
Yeah.
would be crazy.
Thank God.
View or vertical scroll bar. Activate. Increase. Deactivate.
Jesus.
Finicky
Fuck.
statement. Magic cabinet. Landladies with magic cabinet.
Magic cabinet? Oh, it's the... Right.
Yeah.
Landladies window. Meg's car. Land magic finicky statement. View or vertical scroll
There
bar.
is just some random shit in here.
Deactivate. Unused car brakes. Love letter. Noel statement.
No, yeah, that's...
Spray paint.
That's all car brake related.
Roadbox. Bill's car. Finicky statement. Bill's roads. Noel love. Unused. View or vertical evidence. Select. View or unused car brake. View or verticals. Activate. Increase. Deactivate. Mr. Eubank statement. Charity money. Charity money selected. Unused. Love. Noel. Spray roadbox. Present. Charity money. According to the recovered charity money and class charity records, approximately $25,000 are unaccounted from the fundraised money. Type A present. Justina, Mr. Eubank. Justina, I'm sorry to say, but that's a lie. Owen, what are you talking about? Justina, we already checked the numbers. There's around £25,000 missing from the charity money. Justina, of course, you already knew that, didn't you? Owen. Owen, I don't know anything about that. Justina, tell us what you did with the money. Owen, that money was accounted for perfectly. Your clumsy officers must have miscounted it. Justina, left Aaron, a likely story. Unfortunately for him, I already have a good idea as to where the money went, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, I just have to show it to him, right, Aaron? Justina, actually, Mr. Eubank, I have a better explanation. Justina, take a look at this. Justina's I.D selected.
My ID!
Live statement. Class final card.
I'm a police clerk. Dun dun dun.
Mr. Eubank, save view or vertical scroll bar. Activate.
This will somehow prove something.
Increase. Deactivate. Love letter. Noel statement. Love letter view or vertical scroll bar. Activate.
It has very
Deactivate.
Phoenix Wright, like presenting his badge, his attorney's badge energy.
Mr. Eubank statement.
That's what it's
Does he
like
do
a
that?
reference to. He has it, and you can present it, and it's kind of a meme.
Ah, okay.
So that's what that's a reference to.
Broken brakes. Unused car brakes. Broke charity money. Mr. Eubank statement.
What are we showing him? Yes, BG Turtle.
Charity broken brake. Unused car brake. Love letter.
Something.
Noel
Is that
statement. Spray paint.
before? Where is that?
Roadbox. Present. Road. Noel love. Broke charity money. Mr. Eubank statement. View or vertical scroll bar. Mr. Eubank statement. Mr. Eubank challenge broke unused love letter.
That's his current
That's his
statement, I
original
assume.
statement that, like, hey,
Roblox.
we have all the
Mr.
money
Eubank's statement,
actually.
according to Owen, all the fundraised charity money is stored in cash at the
Right.
Press Ropes, love
That's
broke
not
charity money.
So that's gotta be like the last thing in this whole list.
Mr.
Right?
Eubank's view or vertical scroll
Yeah,
bar.
should be.
Activate. Increase the actual. Mr. Eubank's statement selected.
Yeah.
Charity
Yeah.
list view or vertical scroll bar. Missed charity money.
Well, we're not presenting this again.
Broken brakes. Unused car brake love letter. Royal statement. Spray paint.
No.
Present. Noise love unused broke charity. Missed view evidence profiles. Edit view or vertical scroll activate. Decrease. Deactivate. Spray paint. Roblox.
No.
Bill's car. Kaniki statement.
No.
Magic cabinet. Landlady's window. Meg's car. Orphanage's lease.
Oh.
Orphanage's present. Orphanage's lease. The lease agreement between the motel and the class orphanage, under which the class orphanage cannot be evicted except for unpaid rent. Type evidence.
Okay, no.
Present orphanage's Meg's car. Landlady magic Kaniki's Bill's car. Roblox. Spray paint. View or vertical scroll activate. Decrease. Deactivate. Kaniki's statement. Magic landlady Meg's car. Orphanage's rent payments. Card statement. Card statement. Mrs. Present. Card statement. Annie claims that she performed a magic trick for bill at 145p.m. She also presents Mrs. Eubank's statement. Card statement selected. Mrs. Eubank's present. Mrs. Eubank's statement. According to Mrs. Eubank, any money raised by the class charity can only be used to pay for orphanage expenses. Both parties have passed every audit. Type statement. Present. Mrs. Card statement. Rent payments. Rent pay card. Mrs. Present. Rent payments. According to Annie, all of the orphanage's rent payments in the past month were paid on time from the orphanage's account. Type evidence obtained. Present. Mrs. Card's rent payment. Orphanage Meg's land magic cabinet. Kaniki's state view or vertical scroll bar activate. Decrease. Deactivate. Meg's car. Orphanage rent pay card statement. Mrs. Eubank's state insurance letter. Insurance letter selected.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay.
That's to do with the car.
Insurance
Sure.
card rate receipt. Class financial ledger. Card rate receipt. Class financial ledger. Class financial present. Class financial ledger. A ledger of the orphanage expenses from last month, totaling $15,000, all of which were paid for on time. Type evidence obtained. Present. Class financial ledger selected. Card rate receipt. Class card rate receipt. Insurance. Mrs. Eubank card rent payment. Orphanage's lease. Meg's car. View or vertical scroll activate. Decrease. Deactivate. Mrs. Eubank's statement. Insurance letter. Card rate receipt. Class financial class statement. Leah's statement. Leah's statement. Justina's present. Leah's statement. Chandra claims that roughly £25,000 were transferred from the charity fund to present. Justina, according to your former maid, Chandra, those £25,000 were transferred not to the orphanage, but somewhere else entirely. Justina, the shell company, BG Turtles, LLC.
Right. I was looking for BG Turtles, but it's literally the first thing on the fucking list.
Owen, G-DRRK. Justina, and would you look at that? The amounts match perfectly. Justina, you stole the money, didn't you? Justina, BG Turtles is your company, and you tried to hide the proof. Justina, of all the places to steal from, your own charity, you're stealing money from an orphanage. Owen, enough of this. Owen, I will not stand here while you make up slanderous lies about me. Owen, you want the truth, I'll tell you the truth. In your sloppy investigation, you've overlooked several things. Owen, first of all, I already stepped down from my position at the charity. All I do is store the money. Owen, all of its decisions are made by my associate, Anton Chambers. Owen, the money was transferred before it even reached me. You can confirm this with Anton. Justina, W dash. Justina, what? Class charity vote. Apparently, the class charity board recently voted to have Owen Eubank step down from his position as director, and his role was transferred to Anton Chambers.
I love that. They voted to have him step down.
Yeah, it's a nicer way of saying they kicked him out.
Yeah.
Justina, left Aaron. I thought for sure he was the culprit. Right, Aaron.
Yeah,
What
that's
do you claim?
a good thing as a detective where you just assume, this
Yeah.
guy's probably it. Let's go harass him, shall we?
Say, Swift, so you claim. Swift, all right then, Mr. Eubank, we'll go confirm this with Mr. Chambers. Swift, but if his story doesn't match what you told us, we'll be back. Owen, do what you must. I have nothing to hide. Justina, where can we find Mr. Chambers? Owen, he should be in his office right now, at our headquarters. Here. Owen, show this note to his assistant, Lowell. He'll take you to him. Justina, thanks. Left bracket area. You can now return to Eubank Investments. Right bracket. You can now return to Eubank Investments. Swift, all right. When you're ready, we'll head there. Justy, you can now return to Eubank Investments. Left bracket lead. New lead added to the case file. Right bracket. Talk. Travel. Investigate.
I'm assuming we're done here.
Talk travel.
Yeah.
Eubank Investments. Back. Eubank Investments. The 24th of April, 2:45 p.m. Eubank Investments lobby. You two are back again. Lowell, what do you want now? Justina, hello, Lowell. Justina, thanks again for that information you gave us earlier. Lowell, is that all? Swift, actually, we're here for something else now. Swift, we need to talk to Anton Chambers. Lowell, really now? Lowell, and what business do you have with him? Justina, does it matter? We just need to talk to him. Lowell, well, as I told you before, he's busy. Justina, S-still. Justina, this is important.
Just give him the fucking note.
Lowell, yes, I'm sure it is. Lowell, unfortunately, his business is more important. Lowell, so why don't you just sit tight until he's done? Lowell, if you don't like that, then I'd be happy to book an appointment. Justina, left Aaron, the nerve of this guy, right Aaron. Justina, hey Sophie, can't we force him to let us talk with Anton?
Give him the note.
Swift, unfortunately not. It's better that we just wait here a bit.
You can, though. You are the police. Like, saying, nah, I'm good, sorry, isn't really viable when the police want to have a chat.
Justina, left Aaron, there's got to be a way to get to him quicker, right Aaron. Justina, left Aaron, maybe I can show him what Owen gave us, right Aaron.
Yes, you can. Oh my god. Oh, Danganronpa does this too, where you have to wait for the game to actually prompt you.
Talk. Travel. Investigate. Talk. Low ledger. President. Eubank Investments card. Back. Owens card. Back. Low ledger.
Well, is this old?
Yeah, all those are old. It's only the last one you want.
Back.
Investigate
investigate.
is also, I
No.
assume...
Flowers
No,
selected.
like the
Oh, yeah,
last
see, it says
conversation
so-
Logo
option.
select. Window select.
Yeah, well, I'm just checking.
Furniture selected. Back.
Yeah,
All of those are selected, which is...
Desk selected.
Thank you, game.
Talk.
yeah, it doesn't do that with conversation options.
No.
though, for some
Low
reason,
ledger. President.
which is
Owens card.
very silly.
Back. Owens card. Justina, we had a talk with Mr. Eubank. Lowell and Justina, I think you should take a look at this card. Lowell. Lowell, Mr. Chambers' office is on the 6th floor, if you'll follow me. Justina, I thought you said he was too busy. Lowell. Swift, L-, let's just go along with it, Justy. Swift, this is our chance. Justina, right. Justina, left, Aaron, I still can't shake that feeling, right, Aaron. Justina, left, Aaron, is Anton our culprit, or does this conspiracy run deeper, right, Aaron. Justina, left, Aaron, there's only one way to find out, and it lies beyond the office door, right, Aaron. Justina, left, Aaron, deep breath, Justina, right, Aaron. The 24th of April, 3 o'clock P.MU Bank Investments President's Office. Justina, left, Aaron, out of the frying pan, and into the fire, right, Aaron. Lowell, Mr. Chambers, 2 detectives are here to speak with you. Justina, left, Aaron, N- now I've been upgraded to detective, right, Aaron. Anton, I'm busy right now, Lowell, they can wait. Lowell, unfortunately, sir, it's rather urgent, take a look at this. Anton, thank you, Lowell, you may go. Lowell, yes, sir. Anton, so, you're the officers who have been causing us so much trouble recently. Swift, that's Detective Hunt, he can't keep his head out of anything. Swift, we just want to help an orphanage. Anton, and why are you here to bother me, exactly? Justina, we're investigating the class charity. Anton, investigating. Anton, what possible reason could you have to investigate us? We're but a humble charity. Swift, one of Mr. Eubank's former staff claims that some of the charity money is being embezzled. Anton, head, and you have some proof of this, I presume. Swift, we have enough to suspect some foul play. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Chambers? Anton, if you must. Left bracket profile, Anton Chambers added to your profiles, right bracket, Anton Chambers added to your profiles, Anton Chambers added to your profiles, talk. Eubank Investments. Class charity, class orphanage, back. Eubank Investments, Justina, so, you're the president of Eubank Investments. Anton, but I am, this company would be nothing without me. Anton, not to discount those work, of course. Anton, but if the man got his way, this company wouldn't be half the size it is now. Justina, sounds like you two have some disagreements. Anton, business is cutthroat, you either sink or you swim. Anton, without direct, aggressive action, you'll fall short of the competition. Anton, Owen doesn't understand that, however much of a skilled negotiator he may be, not every problem is solved at the bargaining table. Justina, left, Aaron, maybe it's just me, but everything this guy says feels a bit ominous, right, Aaron. Eubank Investments. Class charity, Justina, so, you're the head of the class charity. Justina, why do you run it, and not Owen? Anton, Owen found himself with too much on his plate. I, however, don't mind the extra workload.
Chat is being super quiet, by the way.
Yeah, Jet has gone into hibernation.
I guess everyone's really invested in the game.
Anton, I took control of the charity several months ago. Anton, Owen, of course, retains a ceremonial role in the organization, and he stores the fundraising money himself. Anton, but anything that happens to the funds themselves falls under my purview. Justina, left, Aaron, so, what Owen told us is true, right, Aaron? Justina, left, Aaron, however, that just means Anton here is the one truly responsible, right, Aaron? Justina, left, Aaron, maybe I should have a chat with him about the missing money, right, Aaron? Eubank Investments. Class charity. Class orphanage, back.
Yeah, and then it shows
Class charity.
a new option. Cool.
Justina, so, you're the head of the class charity. Justina, why
You
do
already
run it,
clicked
and
this
not
one.
Huh?
You clicked the wrong option.
No,
There's
no,
class charity and class orphanage.
I know. I'm clicking every option.
Yeah, no, but I mean, this is the option you just clicked. You just clicked yeah, you've clicked this one again. Like you've clicked it twice now.
Did I?
Anton, Owen found himself with too much on his plate. I, however, don't mind the extra workload. Anton, I took control of the charity several months ago. Anton, Owen, of course, retains a ceremonial role in the organization, and he stores the fundraise money himself. Skipping, Phil. Class charity, Eubank Investments. Class orphanage, back. Class orphanage. Justina, what can you tell me about the class orphanage? Anton, we helped set it up, and the charity benefits it. Anton, while I think the cause is noble enough, I think Bill is a bit misguided. Justina, misguided. Anton, a cheap motel like that is no place for children. I think it's about time Bill looked for a more suitable location. Anton, but of all the property in the city he could choose, he stubbornly sticks to this one. Justina, hey, it's not that bad. Plus, Bill's got his reasons for it. Justina, besides, what else would that motel be useful for? Anton, the motel isn't what matters to me, it's the land it sits on. Anton, it's situated on a property gold mine. That land could be put to much better use. Anton, the whole area ought to be transformed into new luxury townhouses and condos. Anton, a plethora of Azure City's finest would love nothing more than to settle their families right next to Whitehall. Justina, and what about the kids at the orphanage? Don't they deserve to go to Whitehall too? Anton, how simple-minded of you. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Justina, left, Aaron, W- what's that supposed to mean? Right, Aaron. Eubank Investments. Class charity, class orphan, missing money. Back, missing money. Justina, Mr. Chambers, we wanted to know. Justina, have you been embezzling money from the class charity?
Oh my god.
What
The bluntness always gets me.
What is he gonna say? Oh yes, why you see? Thank you for noticing. I've
put so much effort into it.
I've been waiting for someone to finally notice my great work. Yes.
Philip is vibing and he has nothing to say for now. I respect.
Yeah, I saw it.
But yeah, like I imagine he goes, yes. And that's the only answer he goes, yeah.
Anton, head coming out swinging, are we? Anton, what a preposterous accusation. Justina, 25,000 arms are missing from the charity money. Justina, if you're the one who runs the charity, then I imagine you'd have some knowledge about this. Anton, head. Anton, a word of advice. Anton, never shoot unless you know what your target is. Anton, yeah, I know what happened to that money. I had it transferred to another company. Anton, what was the name of it? VG Turtles. Swift, so you admit to taking the money. Anton, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I never said I took it. Anton, Bill Klaus asked me to transfer it. Swift, W- what are you talking about? Justina, wait a second, Bill asked you to. Anton, surprised, I thought you would have figured it out already. Justina, hang on, why would Bill ask you to transfer money there? Anton, it's not my business to know. He said something about needing it to pay off some expenses. Anton, now, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but if both the charity and the orphanage sign off on it, it's perfectly legal. Anton, so long as the money is used to pay the orphanage's expenses, of course. Anton, as far as I'm concerned, once the money is transferred, it's Bill's responsibility. Swift, it may be the case, but do you happen to know who owns the company? Anton, head. Anton, you sure you want the answer to that? You may not like what you find out. Anton, but I'll tell you, if only to stop this little charade. Anton, Bill Klaus owns VG Turtles, LLC. Justina, W-W-W- Justina, W-H-A-A-T. Anton, I must say, I didn't know about it myself. My assistant, Lowell, did some digging. That's how I found out. Anton, head, sounds to me like you don't know old Bill as much as you thought you did. Anton, now, let me make something very clear to you too. Anton, all of our dealings here are nothing but above board. We have nothing to hide. Anton, so if you want to go around accusing anyone of embezzlement. Anton, it sounds to me like you should be talking to Bill about it, not me. Justina, I. Justina, left Aaron. Bill, he never told us anything about this, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. That can't be right. Surely he had a good reason, right, Aaron? Justina, Sophie. Justina, what do we do now? Swift, I don't know. Swift, I wasn't expecting that at all. Swift, Red isn't going to like this. Swift, let's head back to the station. We can regroup there. When you're ready, let's go. Justina, right. Left bracket lead. New lead added to the case file. Right bracket. Eubank Investments. Eubank Investments. Klaus Charity. Klaus Orphanage. Missing money. Back. Talk. Travel. Investigate. Bookshelves. Chair. Chalkboard. Window. Back. Bookshelves. Justina, these are some imposing bookshelves. Justina, let's see. There's a bunch of boring business books. And Justina, quote Solar Wars. Rise of the Space Bears. Quote.
Oh.
Anton, it's a C-3 classic right there. Anton, it's a thrilling tale about a small farm boy who goes on an epic galactic quest and finds the unlikeliest of allies.
Mm-hmm.
Justina, I think I've heard of this before, but I thought it was a movie.
Yeah, I thought it was a movie too.
Anton, indeed, this is a novelization of it.
Yeah, this is okay. Mm-hmm.
Anton, I'm a huge fan of the entire Solar Wars franchise, movies and books and all.
Oof.
Anton, some people think they're a bit cheesy, but the world itself is very exciting and nuanced.
Rise of the Space Bears. Is that a reference to something, or is that just random?
I guess that's, well, it's a reference to Wookiees, I assume.
Yeah, fair.
Justina, I see. Bookshelf selected. Chair. Justina, this is a very fancy looking chair. Justina, is this real leather? This thing must have cost a fortune.
I wonder why they chose to do it this way. Like, there's no reason you can't set it in the real world and reference Star Wars.
Yeah, like, I
It's
don't
not
know.
illegal.
No, like mentioning something's name is fine,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But a lot of things go this weird.
I don't know
like,
why.
But yeah,
Totally
have you
not
noticed that
Star
like a
Wars.
lot of
Yeah.
a lot of things do this when they're
Mhm.
referencing
Legally
things.
distinct X. Yeah.
Yeah. Solar battles, not Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anton, I spend a lot of time in this office. It's only right that I have the best chair that money could buy.
And like setting it in this fictional city and this fictional world with its own fictional religion. For no
Yeah.
particular reason, like this could have been in America.
Yeah, this could have just been in California and changed very little of the story.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't get the reasoning behind doing this weird thing.
Anton, the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. If I have a subpar chair, it would be uncomfortable to sit here. Anton, that inevitably leads to subpar work, and I don't tolerate subpar work. Justina, I think you could get a decent chair for a lot less. Anton, you can't put a price on quality. This chair will last a generation. Anton, my successor will be able to sit in this very same chair. Justina, I guess I didn't think of it that way.
Is that a quality in chairs? Are you like, yes, this chair, I'm going to pass it down in 50 years? Is that like, when I'm buying a chair, I want it to be
I'm going to
comfortable?
will
That's
this
it.
chair to my son.
Yeah, my thing is like, does it have armrests? Does it have a back support? Is it comfortable?
Yeah.
Done.
Chair selected. Chalkboard. Justina, hey look, a chalkboard. Justina. Justina, I don't like this chalkboard. Swift, Justina, it's covered with numbers. It makes me feel like I'm in math class again. Swift, come on, math class wasn't that bad. Swift, I think it's overhated. Justina, don't get me wrong, Semi, I like the logic problems we sometimes get. Justina, but staring at a bunch of numbers just makes my head hurt. Swift. Justina, is something wrong? Swift, art class and I never got along. Swift, I always wanted to get done quickly, so I watched just about every project I did. Swift, one time I thought I made the cutest little clay pot. Swift, but when it was fired, it completely fell apart. Justina, left Aaron, I think her approach might have been a bit flawed, right, Aaron? Chalkboard selected, window. Justina, wow, you've got quite a view of the city from up here. Anton, it's the best view of the financial district you can get here. Anton, nothing brings me joy like the powerful imagery of skyscrapers dotting the horizon. Anton, it's a testament to humanity's power and determination. Justina, walking on the street, I always saw these buildings as imposing over me. Justina, but up here, it feels like I'm on top of the world. Swift, if you like views of the city, I have a secret spot I like to go to when I need to clear my head. Swift, maybe I can take you there sometime. Justina, I would love that. Window selected, back. Talk. Travel.
Okay, I guess we're done.
Police station, back. Police station.
Yep.
The 24th of April, 3:30 p.m. Magic City Police Precinct number 5 station lobby. Justina, there's no way what he said is true. Justina, gods, I hate this. Swift, I'm with you there. Our work is never easy. Swift, so what's next for our quote detective dash in dash training quote? Justina, I'm just a humble clerk. Justina, but I hate to say it, everything is pointing to Bill as the one behind the embezzlement. Justina, we should head back to the orphanage. So, good, you're back. So, I finished taking Meg's statement. Justina, how did it go? So, she cooperated perfectly. So, now it's up to the chief what happens next. So, he wasn't very happy about the case being reopened without his permission. So, but I explained the situation to him. He's willing to make an exception in this case. So, the three of you really need to be more careful. I can't keep covering for you like this. Swift, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it feels like every case they almost lose their jobs in some way.
Yeah, it's kind of a trope in these stories, though. Like the protagonist police officers are always the maverick ones.
Say, Swift, Meg, I wish you had told me that.
You know, the crazy ones, the ones that don't.
Yeah.
They don't play by the rules, just like Detective Ser Pounce. you know?
Yeah. I want to read a book where it's just a police officer just doing his job. He's just a guy and he just gets dragged into things. He's like, this is not in the rule book.
Yeah.
Say, Swift, Meg, I wish
Another
you had told me the truth from
ChatGPT
the start.
pitch, I think.
Huh?
We need to do another ChatGPT pitch for that one.
Oh. Fuck. Okay.
Not now, obviously, but at some point.
Yeah.
Meg? Swift, hey, Sue, I'll make it up to you. Let me handle the paperwork for this case. Sue, well, that's the first time you've ever volunteered for paperwork. Sue, given that my clerk is off playing detective, it's all yours. Swift, great, let me see the file. Justina, left Aaron, I'm going to be buried in a pile of paperwork when this is over, aren't I? Right, Aaron. Swift, HM, something about all of this is still bothering me. Swift, Sue, I'll finish this paperwork later. I want to go look at the car again. Sue, I swear, you detectives never make my life easy. Sue, just get it done by the end of the day. Swift, thanks, Sue. Swift, come on, Meg, I'll take you back on Zephyr. Swift, I got a motorcycle helmet with your name on it. Meg, heck yeah, I've never ridden a motorcycle before. Meg, but don't worry about me. Meg, I already got my own. Justina, left Aaron, I pray to the gods she can handle Zephyr better than me, right, Aaron? Meg, I'll take Sophie to the garage so I can show her the car. Justina, I wish you luck. Justina, left Aaron, time for me to find Detective Hunt, right, Aaron? Hunt, then I punched him in the face. Bill, you were always good at that. Justina, detective, who did you punch? Hunt, I can explain. Justina, left Aaron, do I even ask? Right, Aaron? Yes, who did he punch? No, we don't have time for that. Yes, who did he punch?
Oh, yeah.
Justina, explain, then. Say, Justina, explain, then. Hunt, I was talking about punching someone in a fighting game. It started right before you came in.
He plays Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah, 100%.
Hunt, remember after the closing night of the musical we did in high school? Hunt, we went to the arcade for the after party, and you beat me in front of the rest of the cast. Bill, that doesn't count. You were worn out from all the singing and dancing. Bill, you're normally too good at fighting games. Justina, hang on, you did theatre. Hunt, we both did. Bill was our top singer, and I could win any dance battle thrown my way. Justina, I just can't see you as anything less than a detective. Justina, I'm getting carried away. I need to talk to you outside, sir. Hunt, sure. Hunt, I'll be right back. Bill, duty calls. Hunt, is something wrong, Ms. Assistant? Justina, it's about BG Turtles, and you're not going to like it. Justina, Sophie and I went investigating the charity, and, well, Justina, according to them, Bill had the money sent to BG Turtles, which he owns. Justina, if it's true, then. Hunt, Bill is our culprit. Hunt, you know I don't trust the Eubanks, right? Justina, I do. Hunt, and you think they're telling the truth? Justina, as much as I hate to admit it, I think so. There's nobody else it could be. Hunt, then let me take care of this. Bill, everything all right, Ernest? Hunt. Hunt, listen, Bill, we didn't really come here because of the accident. Hunt, we're investigating claims of embezzlement surrounding the orphanage. Hunt, does the name BG Turtles mean anything to you? Bill, what about it? Hunt, you mind explaining your relationship with it? Bill, I have nothing to say. Hunt, you know I can't just accept that. Hunt, answer the question. Bill, don't make this any harder than it has to be. Bill, and if I don't? Hunt, then we'll have to discuss this further at the station. Hunt, Ms. Assistant, bring the car around. I have a few things to say in private. Justina, I don't think. Hunt, please, Justina. Justina, yes, sir. Left bracket lead completed, right bracket, lead completed, you're still here. Lead completed. Justina, just moving the car. Annie, what's with the look on your face? Annie, maybe some magic can cheer it up. Justina, we have to bring in Bill for questioning. We believe he's involved with the embezzlement. Annie, what? Ferris, well, I can't say I'm surprised. Justina, what do you mean? Ferris, I mean I'm not surprised how quickly you changed your approach.
Why is she still here?
They were having a meeting, I think.
Ferris, first you go after my husband, and now Bill. Justina, I never said your husband was guilty. He was just a suspect. Ferris, my husband has always been innocent. You're grasping at whatever straws you can. And unfortunately, we don't have time to discuss all of it. We need to go. Annie, it's true. Annie, Bill, what happened? Bill, sorry, but I'm not speaking to anyone without a lawyer.
Well, there we
Ferris,
go.
that's quite all right. Bill, I'll take your case if you let me. Bill, you think I'm innocent? Ferris, we worked together for years. Ferris, you always put children before anything else. Ferris, I'm sure this is all a big misunderstanding. Bill, in the case, I accept. Ferris, I'll be heading to the station, then. Annie, don't forget about me. Annie, I'm coming too. Justina, what for?
Why?
Annie, Bill's my friend. Annie, I know you'd never do such a thing. Annie, I'm not going to let you arrest him without giving me a chance to give my statement. Hunt, in the case, you can join us in the interrogation room. I'd like to ask you a few questions, anyways. Justina, left Aaron, this is going to be a long day, right, Aaron?
Okay,
Justina,
so
once again, I was headed to the interrogation room to finish this case once and for all.
interrogation section.
Yep.
We're actually
Also,
so
that's
we're
not
almost-
how that works.
we're almost done with this case then. Relatively
Well,
quickly.
There's the
I mean,
interrogation.
I don't know
yeah.
how long that's going to take. Yeah,
Paper perjury. Justina, Detective Hunt didn't say anything to me the whole ride back.
I feel like the interrogation section is always shorter though.
It's shorter, but let me really quickly skim the guide. I think this is a slightly a longish one.
Justina, I'm worried about him. I don't know if he could lead an interrogation like this. Justina, only one way to find out. End of case 3, part 1. The 24th of April, 4:30 p.m. Majesty Police Precinct number 5 viewing room. Justina, left Aaron. I took the opportunity on the way here to reorganize some of my notes, right, Aaron? Justina, hey, Detective Hunt. Hunt, yes, Ms. Assistant. Justina, are you sure about this? I'm worried about you. Justina, Bill's your friend Semi. You shouldn't be here. Hunt, I appreciate the concern, but I have a job to do. That comes first. Hunt, I won't let our friendship get in the way of finding the truth. Hunt, don't worry. You're a real interrogation room veteran at this point. We'll solve this together.
I've done 2 interrogations.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Colon, red. Swift, so just tell me what's going on. Are you seriously going through with this? Hunt, I am. Swift, red, he's your best friend. Hunt, he is, but I knew what I was doing when I signed up for this job. Hunt, this case isn't just about Bill. Eubank Investments is involved too. Hunt, if I don't do it, no one will. I have to see this through to the end. Swift, red, let me handle this. I can question him. Hunt, Sophie, I admire your tenacity, but you haven't handled an interrogation before. I don't think you're ready. Justina, actually, sir, I think she's ready.
The other detective, nah, she can't do it. The police clerk who you grabbed yesterday, yeah, she's got this. She's fine.
Bro, this... I'm surprised this particular police station gets anything done.
Also, it would be super, super illegal for him to handle this because, as she said, this is his best friend.
A bit of a conflict of interest there.
Just a minor one, yeah, just a small one.
Justina, all this time, she has been proving herself. Justina, without her, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't have solved the case without her. Justina, not to mention, she could have just taken the easy route and arrested the Dash Boy, but she didn't. She knew he didn't do it. Justina, and she was the key to us figuring out Bill's involvement in the first place. Justina, let her have this. Sir, it's time for you to step back.
Let me guess, he's gonna take the word of this clerk and be like, alright, fine.
Swift, Justina, besides, I'm a real interrogation room veteran. Remember, I'll be there too. Hunt, I guess I've been outvoted. I never thought I'd see my own assistant tell me to step back.
Damn.
Hunt, alright, fine. The room is yours. I'm counting on you too. Swift, I won't let you down. Red. Swift, Justy, did you really mean all of that? Justina, of course I did. You're a phenomenal detective. Sophie, you just need a chance to shine. Justina, it'll be an honor to conduct this interrogation with you. Swift, alright then, let's go. Justina, right behind you, detective. Justina, I think we might need a bigger room. Ferris, the legal capacity of a room this size is 6 people. Ferris, you're more than welcome to leave. Justina, tempting, but I want to see this case to the end. Swift, how about we get started? Swift, let's see, quote, interrogation basics. Step 1, confrontation. The detective confronts the suspect directly, quote. Swift, Mr. Klaus, we have evidence that shows you've been embezzling charity money meant for the orphanage. Ferris, what kind of evidence? Swift, we found proof that £25,000 fundraised by the Klaus charity were redirected to a shell corporation, BG Turtles, LLC. Justina, according to Anton Chambers, Bill owns BG Turtles, and he requested the transfer. Bill, I swear, I didn't do anything wrong. Ferris, while my client does own the company, he hasn't broken any laws. Justina, that money doesn't belong to him. How can you possibly defend that? Swift, hang on, Justy, I haven't gotten to step 2 yet. Swift, quote, step 2, establishing a motive. The detective tries to determine the motive for the suspect's actions, quote.
Why is she saying that out
Actively
loud?
reading from the rule book in front of them.
Swift, I know your job isn't the highest paying, but stealing money from children is wrong. Bill, I would never steal from the children. Swift, then I'd like for you to explain why you had the money transferred, Mr. Klaus. Ferris, go ahead, Bill, just like we talked about. Justina, left Aaron, gods, please get us to step 3 right Aaron.
Okay, statement.
Bill Klaus statement, quote, the transferred money, quote. Bill, all of the money that was sent to BG Turtles was used to cover costs incurred by the orphanage, which I paid for out of pocket. 1/5. Bill, it was a way to quickly pay myself back while I waited for the full donation to arrive. 2/5. Annie, Bill's pretty good at the whole accounting thing, 3/5. Annie, he paid the orphanage's rent from his own account and then came up with the BG Turtles idea to cover it. 4/5. Ferris, as the transaction was used to cover the orphanage's own costs, nothing criminal was done here. Release my client immediately. 5/5. Justina, hey, Sophie, is that true? Is it really legal to loan yourself money like that? Swift, it's a bit unorthodox, but I suppose there's nothing criminal about it. Justina, left Aaron, is it possible we overreacted? Maybe this was all okay, right Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, no, the way he acted in the orphanage, he's hiding something, right Aaron?
Yeah, no, he definitely acted weird.
Justina, left Aaron, someone must have slipped up with their story somewhere. I'll just have to strike at the right time, right Aaron? Bill, all of the money that was sent to BG Turtles was used to cover costs incurred by the orphanage, which I paid for out of pocket. 1/5.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Bill, it was a way to quickly pay myself back while I waited for the full donation to arrive. 2/5.
Sure.
Annie, Bill's pretty good at the whole accounting thing, 3/5.
Probably not this one. I would assume that's a...
Annie, he paid the orphanage's rent from his own account and then came up with the BG Turtles idea to cover it. 4/5.
I like how she's defending him now, too.
Yeah, like this is also not chill. Can't just have some random person in the interrogation room. That's not good.
Ferris, as the transaction was used to cover the orphanage's own costs, nothing criminal was done here. Release my client immediately. 5/5. Justina, hey, Sophie, is that true? Is it really? Swift, it's a bit unorthodox. Justina, left Aaron. Justina, Bill, all of the money that was sent to BG Turtles was used to cover costs incurred by the orphanage, which I paid for out of pocket. 1/5.
Okay, this one, I guess?
Justina's I.D. statement. Klaus statement. Klaus financial ledger. Klaus list. Justina's I.D. present. Klaus financial ledger, a ledger of the orphanage's expenses from last month, totaling £15,000, all of which were paid for on time. Type evidence obtained. Present. Just list. Klaus financial ledger's insurance letter. Mrs. Eubanks statement. Insurance letter. Insurance Klaus list just present. Insurance letter, a letter from Bill's insurance company disputing his claim for damages on his car. Type evidence. Present. Just list. Klaus insurance. Mrs. Eubanks statement. Mrs. Eubanks Klaus list. Justina's I.D. present. Mrs. Eubanks.
That
statement.
one is just
Any money raised by
about...
the Klaus charity can only be used to pay for orphanage expenses. Both.
Right.
Present. Just list. Klaus insurance. Mrs. Eubanks card statement.
That's irrelevant. That's about the car brakes.
Vertical scroll bar. Activate. Increase. Deactivate. Landlady Meg's car. Landlady's window. Meg's magic cabinet.
About the car,
Rent payments.
random.
Rent payment card statement. Insurance present. Rent payment close. Rent payments. According to Annie, all of the orphanage's rent payments in the past month were paid on time from the orphanage's account. Type evidence obtained. Present. Justina, sorry to say, but that's a lie. Justina, and this evidence proves it. Bill. Annie. Ferris, is that all? Justina, W dash what do you mean, quote, is that all? Quote. Swift, I don't know how to tell you this, Justy, but I don't think that proves anything. Justina, O dash O, well, I must just be thinking too far
Once
ahead.
again, I'm going to just tell you to save time. You presented that correctly. You were just on the wrong statement. You need to put it on statement 4.
Justina, let me try again.
God damn it.
Bill, all of the money that was sent to BG Turtles was used to cover costs.
Yeah,
and
the
further
game
benefits.
is
Paper out to pocket
really
1/5.
picky. Like, I feel like if you present the right evidence, they should just give it to you.
Bill, it was a way to quickly pay myself. Annie, Bill's pretty good at the whole accounting thing. You know, Annie, he paid the orphanage's rent from his own account and then came up with the BG Turtles idea to cover it.
Oh, I get. Yeah, okay.
Just this class insurance. Mrs.
It makes sense, yeah,
Bill,
because this is
scroll bar, activate,
specifically rent
increase,
and
deactivate,
the account.
Statement, landlady's window, makes car, magic cap, orphanage's lease, rent payments. Rent paid card, Mrs. Press, rent close, rent payments, according to Annie, all of the present selected. Justina, unfortunately, Annie, that's not true. Justina, according to your own statements earlier today. Justina, the orphanage has always made rent payments from its own account. Bill, Annie doesn't know what she's talking about. Bill, look, the expenses got a bit mixed up, Anne. Justina, I thought you were a pro at this whole accounting thing. Ferris, Annie, when they asked Bill to testify, they meant only him. Annie, I didn't do anything wrong. She's the one with the evidence. Ferris, Detective Swift, I request that Annie Carr be removed immediately. Swift, sorry, but she's a key witness in this case. I'm gonna keep her here. Ferris, please, for the love of the gods, Annie, don't speak unless you're spoken to.
You don't get to do that, though.
Annie, look, I get it. I'll stay quiet. Annie, if you pick a card. Swift, back on the topic at hand. If you didn't use the money to cover your rent, what could you possibly need it for? Swift, what do you have to say for yourself? SC, quote, wait, no, that's too mean. Bill, this is all a misunderstanding. The money was used for a completely different purpose. Justina, and what purpose is that? Bill, I'll clear this whole thing up. Let me explain. Bill Klaus statement, quote, the money's purpose, quote. Bill, all of the money I had transferred was used to cover our maintenance expenses for the past month, 1/4. Bill, there was a storm that moved through last month, and it caused a lot of damage to the property, 2/4. Bill, we weren't expecting the increased costs, and I needed to have the repairs done quickly, 3/4. Bill, therefore, I had no choice but to cover the costs myself, and then pay myself back through BG Turtles, 4/4. Justina, left Aaron, so that's his story now. Convenient how he only tells us this now, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, well, there's no way I can disprove his claims about the storm damage, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, however, there's no way this is the full story. Something about his explanation must not line up with the facts, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, if I follow the money, I'm sure to find a problem somewhere, right, Aaron? Bill, all of the money I had transferred was used to cover our maintenance expenses for the past month, 1/4.
Follow the money.
Bill, all of the money I had transferred was used to cover our maintenance expenses for the past month, 1/4.
All of the money I had transferred, meaning the money from
25,000.
the 25,000. I guess we can't dispute that one.
We do have info on their spending. We have evidence about that.
Yeah, but not about the 25k.
We have evidence about how much they spent.
Oh.
Justina's base Klaus statement. Klaus financial ledger.
Oh,
Klaus
this.
financial Klaus base Justina's I. Present. Klaus financial ledger. A ledger of the orphanage's expenses from last month, totaling 15,000 arms, all of which were paid for on time. Present. Justina, sorry Bill, but we already know your expenses for the past month, including maintenance. Justina, the amount that was used this month is far below the missing 25,000 arms.
Right.
Bill, H- how do you know that? Justina, I found the orphanage's ledger when I was searching your room. Bill, H- hey, I never said you could look at that. Ferris, detective, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but you can't use evidence that was obtained illegally. Justina, on the contrary,
She's not
Bill told us
wrong.
directly that we could search his room. Say, Justina, on the contrary, Bill told us directly that we could search his room. Swift, I shouldn't have to tell you this, Ferris, but you don't need a warrant when consent is given. Ferris, is this true, Bill? Bill, I didn't think they would. Ferris, this is why you consult me first, before you talk to them. Swift, no matter how we got it, the money couldn't be used to cover maintenance costs. Bill, there's a good reason for that. I gave the money directly to Meg. Bill, the money reimbursed her for the parts and labor she did. Justina, left Aaron, this doesn't make any sense. Something isn't adding up here, right, Aaron? Justina, any ideas, detective? Swift, I think he's telling the truth, somewhat. I think the real question we should be asking is, Swift, is there some other reason Bill would be giving Meg money directly? Justina, left Aaron, do I have evidence like that, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, another reason Bill would be paying Meg money, that must be, right, Aaron? Justina's I. Deselected. Liz statement. Klaus statement. Klaus financial ledger. Insurance letter. Mrs. Eubanks statement. Card statement. View or vertical scroll bar. Activate. Increase. Deactivate. Meg's car. Magic cabinet. Orphanage's lease. Rent payments. Card statement. Mrs. Eubanks card rent. Meg's view or vertical evidence. View or vertical activate. Increase. Deactivate. Broken brakes. Roadblocks. Bill's car.
Bill's car?
Bill's car select Meg's magic orphanage's lease present. Bill's car, the same one that was involved in the accident. It's a rare model, and parts for it are expensive and difficult to come by. Type evidence present. Justina left Aaron. This evidence doesn't work here. I'll try again. Right, Aaron.
Okay.
Justina left Aaron. Another reason Bill would be paying Meg money. That must be right, Aaron. Justina's I. List Klaus statement. Klaus financial insurance letter. Mrs. Eubanks statement. Card statement. View or vertical scroll. Activate. Increase. Deactivate. Broken brakes. Roadblocks. Bill's car. Kaniki statement. Landlady's window. Meg's car. Magic cabinet. Meg's car.
I don't.
Meg's car's magic present. Meg's summary. Profiles. Evidence. View or vertical. Proof. Meg present. Meg's car. According to Miss Card, Meg finished rebuilding her new car 2 weeks ago on the 10th of April. Miss Card provided her with the parts and taught her much of the process. Type evidence. Obtained. Landlady's office. Present. Orphanage's lease. Magic cabinet.
Is it this? No.
Magic Meg's car. Landlady's window.
That
Yeah,
has
it's not.
nothing to do with that.
Kaniki statement. Bill's car. Roadblocks. Bill's Kaniki statement. Land Meg's magic orphanage is present. Kaniki statement. Meg claims she was working on Bill's car until 1:45 p.m. on the day of the crash. Bill has since hired her to repair his car for him, which she has almost finished. Type statement present. Justina, as it turns out, I know exactly why you were paying Meg money. Justina, she's been fixing your car for the past month. You had to pay her for the work she did. Ferris, well, that's quite the claim. Ferris, but my client has insurance. Why on earth would he need the charity money to make those repairs?
Because there's where the fucking claim comes in. Okay.
Justina, that's easy. Let me show you. Justina, this is why Bill needed money from the charity to repair his car. Justina's I.D selected list class statement, class finance insurance letter. Insurance letter class list, Justina present. Justina, inside Bill's office, I found a letter from his insurance company. Justina, they disputed the damages on his car and denied his claim. Justina, I doubt Bill had the money on hand to pay for the repairs, especially with his meager salary. Justina, therefore, I think you stole the charity money in order to pay for your repairs. Ferris, now hold on just a second. My client did not steal even a single arm of the money. Ferris, even if what you're saying is true, so what? Ferris, his usage of the money was perfectly fine, as I will explain to you now.
Okay.
Rebuttal quote and ironclad defense quote.
Explain to me. Give me your lawyer speak.
Ferris, I'll concede you one thing. My client did, in fact, repair his car with that money. 1/5. Ferris, however, that car was just as much the orphanage's car as his own. 2/5. Bill, I used the car for everything. Without it, I'd be screwed. 3/5. Ferris, he considered the car repair and maintenance expense, and so he had some of the charity money transferred to cover it. 4/5. Ferris, you will find that it was perfectly above board. Now, let my client go. 5/5. Justina, why did you not tell us this from the start? Ferris, if Annie didn't open her mouth, he might have explained it. Annie,
Basically, that was just, we planned to lie to you. Is what she said there. Like, we were planning to lie.
Yeah.
Annie,
look, if she hadn't told the truth, we could have lied to you, and this wouldn't have been a problem.
Justina left Aaron. If he really needed the money, why would he use a secret shell company? Right, Aaron?
Yeah.
Justina left Aaron. If I think about it from that angle, there must be a reason. Right, Aaron?
It's weird.
Ferris, I'll concede you one thing. My client did, in fact, repair his car with that money. 1/5. Ferris, however, that car was just as much the orphanage's car as his own. 2/5.
What do I do?
Bill, I used the car for everything. Without it, I'd be screwed. 3/5. Ferris, he considered the car repair and maintenance expense, and so he had some of the charity money transferred to cover it. 4/5. Ferris, you will find that it was perfectly above board. Now, let my client go. 5/5.
What do I dispute here? Fuck.
Justina, why did you not tell us this from the start? Ferris, if Annie, Justina left. Ferris, I'll concede you one thing. My client did, in fact, repair his car with that money. 1/5.
Yeah, this one's a bit weird.
Also, why do you drink Coors Light?
I don't know.
It's shit.
It's what I have.
According to the professor.
Yeah, it's shit according to the professor. I like it. I drink it. If I'm at the pub, that's what I would get. A pint of that.
Have you... I assume you've had Guinness before.
I have, and I don't like it.
Oh. Is it
it's really bitter.
Too bitter? Yeah.
Yeah. And like there's an art form to drinking it.
Why?
You have to wait a certain amount of time until it settles, and then you drink it. But you can't wait too long, or it goes flat. And it's judged visually, so I can never drink it at the right time.
Sad.
But even if I could, I wouldn't want to. It's really bitter. And if you drink like the foam on top, unlike Coors, you can't just drink that. If you drink that, it's pure bitter.
Oof.
You need to like.
I generally don't
push
drink
your face
the foam.
into the. Yeah, you need to
like
push your face into the glass to get under the foam, because there's a lot of foam on a Guinness. It gives you like a mini mustache at all times.
Yeah, so you just wait for the foam to settle down.
No, the foam stays. The foam stays. You have to just like push your lip under the foam and drink through it.
Oh.
Yep.
Ferris,
The foam is supposed to stay on top at all times during the drinking process.
Oh, that's okay.
And then if you are blind and can't judge how much is left in the glass, you usually get a mouthful of pure foam at the end, which tastes like absolute shit.
Mm-hmm.
And beer bitter. Yeah, some beers are nice. Like I like Coors.
Like generally speaking, because I know like we generally drink lagers here, and yeah, they are kind of bitter. But like you can try some fruit beer or something, like, you know, some pale ales or something, like those are.
Yeah, I like Coors, Peroni, Tiger. What else can I think of?
Yeah, there's a lot of different beers. Like for us, generally in this area, we generally just drink lagers. Everyone just drinks lagers, so that's the kind of beer we know. But like I, as a beer connoisseur, know a lot more. But yeah, there's a lot more to beer than just standard German lager.
Ferris, I'll concede you one thing. My client did, in fact, repair his car with.
Okay, fuck.
Ferris, however, that car was just as much the orphanage's car as his own. 2/5. Bill, I used the car for everything. Without it,
I don't think.
Ferris, he considered the car repair and maintenance expense, and so he had some of the charity money transferred to cover it. 4/5.
This one is really weird.
Ferris, you will find that it was perfectly above board. Now, let my client go. 5/5. Justina, why did you not?
Yeah, I don't.
Ferris, if Annie didn't open her mouth, he might have explained it.
You need to challenge statement 5.
It was perfectly above board. Okay.
Annie, I'm just trying. Justina.
That's when you use
Ferris,
John. I won't tell you.
Bill, Ferris, you will find that it was perfectly above board. Justina's I.D's clear statement. Klaus statement.
Right.
Clear statement. Clear statement. Justy present. Clear statement. Chandra claims that roughly 25,000 pounds were transferred from the charity fund to a shell corporation, BG Turtles, LLC. Her proof of the embezzlement has gone missing. Type statement obtained. Police station.
I wonder,
Present.
like, because if it's gone missing, I wonder if that's like a.
Justina, sorry to say, but that's a lie. Justina, and this evidence proves it. Bill.
Okay, that's just a.
Annie.
Yeah, that's the. You can skip.
Ferris, is that all? Skipping, Phil right. Say Justina, let me try again. Ferris, I'll concede you one. Bill, Ferris, you will find that it was Justina this Klaus statement. Klaus financial ledger. Klaus statement. Klaus statement is just present. Klaus statement on the day of the accident. Bill.
Oh, car.
Present just say Klaus statement. Select Klaus financial ledger.
That was we just used
We
that.
used
Insurance
that.
letter. Mrs. Eubanks
We
statement.
used that.
Card statement.
We haven't used her statement or her statement.
Card statement. Inch Klaus
I think
statement.
that's-
Justina's I.D. Present. Card statement. Annie claims that she performed a magic trick for Bill at 145p.m. She also claims.
Right.
Present. Just this Klaus insurance. Mrs. Eubanks statement. Mrs. Eubanks statement selected. Inch
This
Klaus financial is Justina's present.
is.
Mrs. Eubanks statement. According to Mrs. Eubank, any money raised by the Klaus charity can only be used to pay for orphanage expenses. Both parties have passed every audit. Type statement obtained. Line
Oh, okay, pay for orphanage expenses.
present. Justina, Ferris, it seems like you forgot what you told us earlier today. Justina, the charity money can only be used on anything directly related to the orphanage. Justina, it also cannot benefit someone at either the charity or the orphanage directly. Justina, his car belongs to him, not the Klaus orphanage. That directly violates the national charity standards. Justina, the real purpose of BG Turtles was to hide the money so he wouldn't get caught in his next audit. Annie, I can't believe you. Bill, that money was raised for the kids, not your car. Bill, you win. I give up. Bill, Ferris, you did your best to help me. Thank you. Bill, but there was nothing wrong with what I did. Bill, I use my car every day for those kids. Bill, when Reno was sick, I took her directly to the hospital in my car. Bill, when Lloyd wanted to visit his father and he missed the bus, I drove him in my car. Bill, that car was just as important to this orphanage as you and me. Bill, but the government would never see it that way. This was the only way. Swift, Ferris, you knew this, didn't you? Ferris, I did what was best for my client. Ferris, I've known him for years, he would give an arm and a leg for those kids. Ferris, if he says it was necessary, I believe him. Swift, so that's why you defended him. Ferris, Bill's a good man, I don't want his reputation ruined. Ferris, Annie, you agree, right? Annie, I before coming in here. Annie, what he did was wrong. I'm not going to defend his character anymore. Ferris, Annie. Bill, no, she's right. It was wrong. Bill, no matter how I spin it, this was all done to fix my car. Bill, Detective Swift, I'm sorry for lying. Let me at least give my full confession. Swift, I think we skip towards step 8, but if you're sure. Swift, the room is yours.
Damn it. She's like, oh
Bill,
man, I
that's
didn't even get to
quote.
do steps 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ah, step 7 was physically intimidate the witness. I was really looking forward to that one.
Say Bill Klaus confession quote the full truth quote. Bill, I confess, I had Anton send the 25,000 arms to my own company, BG Turtles. 1/5. Bill, by doing so, I was able to circumvent the law and avoid an audit. 2/5. Bill, I swear, that may have been my car, but it's the unsung hero of the orphanage. 3/5. Annie, if only that kid hadn't loosened the brakes on your car. 4/5. Annie, then we wouldn't be in this mess at all. I guess the gods work in mysterious ways. 5/5. Justina, I guess we're finished here, right? Swift, not so fast, Justy. Swift, don't forget, we're not just after the embezzlement case. Swift, look over that confession again. I swear I heard something weird in there. Justina, left Aaron, it's almost like I'm the detective here, right Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, still, she seems quite certain of it, right Aaron? Bill, I confess, I had Anton send the 25,000 arms to my own company, BG Turtles. 1/5.
Okay.
Bill, by doing so, I was able to circumvent the law and avoid an audit. 2/5. Bill, I swear, that may have been my car, but it's the unsung hero of the orphanage. 3/5.
Sure.
Annie, if only that kid hadn't loosened the brakes on your car. 4/5. Justina's I.D. This Klaus insurance Mrs. Eubanks card statement. View or vertical scroll bar activate. Increase. Deactivate. Roblox. Bill's car.
So it all connects back. Okay, that's why we did that whole detour.
Kaniki's statement. Kaniki's land Meg's magic orphan rent present. Kaniki's close. Kaniki's statement. Meg claims she was working on Bill's car until 1:45 p.m. on the day of the crash. Bill has since hired her to repair his car for him with present rent orphan magic Meg's land Kaniki Bill's car.
Okay, where's
Roblox. View or vertical scroll
I
evidence.
think you
View or
want
vertical scroll
broken
bar.
brakes.
Roblox. View or vertical activate.
It's the one that
Deactivate.
says, like, Meg broke them.
Unused car brakes. Love letter. Unused view or vertical activate. Deactivate. Charity money. Unused car brakes. Love letter. Unused charity view or vertical scroll bar. Charity money. Unused love letter. Noel statement. Broken brakes. Broken brakes. Broke Bill present. Broke close summary. Broke present. Broken brakes. Meg claims that she accidentally snapped the brakes on Bill's car less than an hour before the crash present. Justina, Annie, why are you saying the brakes were loosened? Annie, hey, everyone knows the brakes were the reason for the crash. Swift, nobody ever reported how the brakes failed. Swift, in fact, Meg told the police recently that she had damaged the brake pad. Swift, so why did you say the brakes were Swift loosened? Annie, well, Annie, I just guessed. Swift, I don't think that was the case at all. Swift, in fact, the brakes were loosened. Justina, wait, Justina, they were. Swift, remember when I said the brake incident was bothering me? Swift, I looked back over the car with Meg and we discovered that the brakes were loose. Ferris, no one told me this. Bill, are you saying Meg didn't cause the car crash? Swift, I don't think she did. The brake pad was damaged in the crash, but someone else clearly intended to cause the accident. Bill, detective, you don't really think. Swift, Bill, we can finalize your confession later. Swift, Annie Card. Swift, you are hereby under arrest for the attempted murder of Bill Klaus.
What? Again with the... Alright.
Yep.
Swift, you don't
Random
have to speak to us and you're free to have a
supposition.
lawyer present during our questions. Swift, you don't have to speak to us and you're free to have a lawyer present during our questions. Swift, but at this time, you're not free to leave. Annie, I guess I have a phone call to go make. The 24th of April, 5:24 p.m. Magic City Police Precinct number 5 viewing room. Justina, left parent. I shouldn't have any need for the evidence related to the embezzlement anymore, right parent. Justina, left parent. I'll consolidate my evidence to just the accident case, right parent.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, whenever she says that, it makes me so happy because it gets really fucking cluttered.
Hunt, for a couple of first dash timers, you did well. Justina, excuse you, but I'm a third dash timer. Justina, but really, Sophie deserves the credit. Without her, we'd have gotten nowhere. Swift, oh please, you were the one slamming the table. I just helped out. Swift, I guess you want your case back, Red. Hunt, as much as I would love to jump back in, it's not my case. Hunt, the car crash is always yours. Sophie, go finish what you started. Swift, I can't do that. This case would have gone cold if not for you. Swift, you deserve this. Hunt, listen, Sophie, you need to learn that not every case you work on will be solved. Hunt, sometimes the evidence is destroyed. Sometimes a lawyer will have it thrown out. Hunt, in those cases, you just have to accept that life won't always have the answers. Hunt, so when there's a chance to try again, take it. You might never get that chance again. Swift, thank you, Ernest. Swift, well, one case down, one more to go. Colon, mind if I cut in? Bill, Detective Swift, I'd like to stay. Bill, if she really is the suspect, I want to give my side of the story. Swift, certainly, whatever you can give. Bill, thank you, Detective. Bill, and Ernest. Hunt. Hunt, you're the biggest idiot I know, Bill. Justina, Detective. Hunt, but I know you don't have any weapon in your body. We can talk later. Hunt, for now, we have to wait for Annie's lawyer. Ferris, I'm taking over Annie's case.
Of course you are.
Let's say, shocker.
Justina, you are. Ferris, it's for the good of Eubank Investments. I'll need a moment to speak with her before the interrogation. Hunt, this is going to be tricky.
If I was the suspect here, I'd be like, you know, she's been a lawyer to two people so far who have both been accused.
Yeah, it's not a great track record.
Not a great track record. I don't know. I might seek a different lawyer, to be honest.
Hunt, Bill, can you think of any reason Annie might try to harm you? Bill, of course not. We've worked together for years. Bill, besides, I was with her the whole day. She never had a chance to mess with my car. Hunt, is that so? Hunt, well, good luck you too. You'll need it. Justina, thanks. Justina, left parent. Gods, how does anyone expect me to solve two cases in one day, right parent? Swift, quote, nearly
Right,
we have today too, quote.
What?
Swift, sorry, wrong page.
I forgot about that one. Okay, that's funny.
Swift, Miss Card, as we explained earlier, you are being held under arrest for aggravated assault and attempted murder.
This is the question. Why do you have like the transcript to a funeral lying about? Like, Sophie, can we interrogate you next?
Yeah,
I have questions.
That's kind of weird.
Safe.
Weird to just have that, you know.
I'm shocked that doesn't form the basis of some incredible chain of assumptions later on down the line.
Well, I guess now you've concluded that confirmed that it doesn't, unfortunately.
I feel like that was fairly obvious. It was a random joke. If I have spoiled anything unintentionally, I deeply apologize.
Swift, what do you have to say for yourself? Ferris, my client denies any wrongdoing. Ferris, after all, I think you are forgetting one important detail. Ferris, you had a suspect the whole time, frying oil. Swift, I was wondering about that. Swift, Bill, did you see anyone running away from the garage before you started driving? Bill, well, no, Annie was the one who saw them. Annie, I did, and I can explain it. Annie Card's statement, quote, first trick, a suspect from nowhere, quote. Annie, that day, I was in a meeting in my office with Bill until around 1:50 p.m.1/5.
Yeah, that's the same as she said before, right?
I believe so, yes.
Annie, I was the first one to leave, and that's when I saw that kid running from the property. 2/5. Annie, at the time, I didn't know why he was there. 3/5. Annie, but he must have been there the day to sabotage the brakes. 4/5. Annie, over there, he confessed to it too, didn't he? 5/5. Justina, any ideas, Detective? Swift, it's clear they want to pin this crime on Fry. Swift, so our angle of attack should be to unravel Annie's trick. Justina, right. Justina, left parent, anyway, to unravel Annie's trick, right parent. Justina, left parent, it's true Fry was there the day, but Annie must have set this up, right parent. Justina, left parent, that means there's bound to be an issue with her statement, right parent.
Oh, she sent the fucking love letter.
Annie, that day, I was in a meeting in my office with Bill until around 1:50 p.m.1/5.
To have him come over.
Annie, I was the first one to leave, and that's when I saw that kid running from the property. 2/5. Annie, at the time, I didn't know why he was there. 3/5.
This?
Justina, class card for magic makes landladies win view or vertical scroll bar activate. Increase. The activate love letter. Love letter.
Gonna, like...
Finiki state landladies present. Love letter. A letter from quote Meg quote sent to Fry Oil professing her love for him and asking him to meet her at the orphanage around 1:50 p.m. Meg denies writing the letter. Type evident present. Justina, sorry, Annie, but you're out of luck now. Justina, this evidence will prove your deceit once and for all.
Oh, this is okay.
Once again, wrong statement.
God damn it.
Say Annie, and voila, your argument disappears. Justina, H-A, you can't perform magic tricks on my arguments. Ferris, you're right, she can't, because there was never one there to begin with. Ferris, really, Detective, maybe you should have your assistant step outside. She's wasting everyone's time. Swift, she's just warming up her both muscles. Right, Justy. Justina, left parent, geez, guys, wait to make me feel good about myself, right parent. Justina, left parent, I guess I better think of something else, right parent. Annie, that day, I was in a meeting in my office with Bill until around 1:50 p.m.1/5. Annie, I was the first one to leave, and that's when I saw that kid running from the property. 2/5. Annie, at the time, I didn't know. Annie, but he must have been there the day to sabotage the brakes. 4/5. Justina, class card off, magic makes landlady view or vertical scroll activate. Increase. The activate love letter. Love letters not reveals Finnick landladies win the present selected. Justina, actually, Annie, we already know why Fry was at the orphanage that day. Justina, Fry got a love letter, supposedly from Meg, who invited him to the orphanage at a very specific time. Justina, 150p.m, which would just so happen to be right around when you claim to have seen him. Justina, however, Meg never wrote this letter. It was a Justina, fake. Justina, someone else wrote this letter and sent it to Fry. Justina, someone who was familiar with Meg's life, someone at the orphanage. Ferris, why on earth would someone forge a love letter? Ferris, you're grasping at straws here. Someone wanted them to fall in love. Someone wanted to play a prank. Someone wanted to frame Fry. Justina, simple, that's because. Someone wanted them to fall in love.
I want to click the obviously wrong ones.
You can.
Just to see.
Justina, it's obvious that someone wanted the two of them to fall in love. Justina, and this person was you, Annie. Annie, that's the funniest thing you've said today. Annie, you know, you should consider stand dash up. We could talk together. Justina, H-hey, I'm serious. Swift, enough playing around. Justy, hurry up and tell them why Annie wrote that letter. Someone wanted them to fall in love. Someone wanted to play a prank. Justina, you wrote that letter, Annie, and I know exactly why. Justina, you were trying to prank Meg and Fry. Justina, but, you know, you really caused the two of them a lot of problems. You should be ashamed of yourself. Annie, hey, stop accusing me of things I never did. I didn't write that letter. Swift, enough playing around. Justy, hurry up and tell them why Annie wrote that letter. Someone wanted them to, someone wanted to frame Fry. Justina, it's obvious that someone wanted to pin the crime on Fry. Justina, someone who knew they'd see him at that exact time. Justina, the only person who could have forged the letter. Justina, and the only person who claims to have seen Mr. Moyle fleeing the scene. Justina, it was you, Annie Card. Annie, I. Ferris, you sure do love your wild stories, but it's just that, a story. Ferris, don't get me wrong, you've spun quite the narrative. Ferris, but it's all circumstantial. Do you have anything actually concrete connecting my client to that letter? Justina, a dash. Justina, left Aaron, she's right. I know Annie wrote that letter, but I have no way of proving it. Right, Aaron.
Right.
Swift, unfortunately, the letter was typed, so we can't do a handwriting analysis. Ferris, you see, Annie, they don't have anything on you. You'll be out of here soon. Ferris, besides, my client never went anywhere near the garage today. Annie, that's right. I was in my office the whole day. Bill was there with me. He can attest to it. Bill, she's right. We had meetings all day while the kids were at school. Swift, then let's start from the beginning. Swift, what were the meetings about? Annie, Anton Chambers came to visit us in the morning. Annie, the three of us spoke about the future of the Klaus orphanage. Annie, Anton arrived around 12:30 p.m. and Bill arrived at 1 o'clock p.m. Bill, to put it simply, he was hoping I would move locations. Bill, at the time, I told him that moving was not negotiable. Bill, he left right around the same time I did. Justina, left Aaron, moved the Klaus orphanage. That was never brought up until now, right, Aaron?
It was. Anton brought it up.
Justina, left Aaron, I should keep that in mind. I can ask him about it later, right, Aaron? Swift, let's see, quote, when a suspect claims to have an alibi, press them until it breaks, quote. Swift, we know that the breaks have been tampered with during Meg's break between 1:45 p.m. and 2 o'clock p.m. Swift, Miss Card, please give us your statement as to your whereabouts during the time period. Annie Card's statement, quote, second trick, Annie Card's mundane meeting, quote. Annie, I never left my office until after the meeting had ended, dot, 1/4. Annie, Anton and Bill were there as well, so they can confirm the dot, 2/. Annie, the meeting itself, all we did was talk business, nothing unusual happened, dot, 3/4. Annie, there was never a moment where those two weren't watching me, dot, 4/4. Justina, any thoughts, detective? Swift, if Annie tampered with the breaks, she had to have left during the meeting. Swift, Meg was around before the break, and she wouldn't have had time after the meeting. Swift, something must have happened during those meetings she's hiding, and that's a clue. Swift, good luck, Justy, you got this. Justina, thanks, Sophie.
Oh, great.
Annie, I never left my office until after the meeting had ended, dot, 1/4.
Okay, so I guess it's this one.
Justina's I. Deselected. Class statement. Card statement. Card statement. Class
That
president.
statement is talking about the meeting.
Card statement. Annie claims that she performed a magic trick for Bill at 1:45 p.m. She also claims that she saw someone running away right before the crash. Dot. Type statement obtained. Landlady's office.
She performed a magic trick.
Present. Justina. Class statement. Justina's I. Class statement.
Wait, when did the meeting end?
150.
Justina. Class statement.
I mean, I would have...
Justina. Class statement. Cards orphanage's lease. Magic cabinet. Meg's car. Magic cabinet. Magic cabinet select orphanage cards class statement. Justina's I. D. Present. Magic cabinet. A cabinet used for one of Annie's magic tricks. The back of the cabinet has a hidden door, and there are wheels underneath it to allow it to be moved easily. Dot. Type evidence obtained. Landlady's office. Present. Just class cards orphanage magic cabinet. Meg's car. Landlady's window. Landlady's window. Magic orphanage cards class. Justina's present. Landlady's window. There's a quaint little window in the landlady's office near the door. It has a decent view of the motel, including the garage. Dot. Type evidence obtained. Landlady's present. Just class cards orphanage magic cabinet. Meg's car. Landlady's window sub view or vertical scroll bar.
Wait a minute.
Annie, I never left my office until after the meeting had ended. Dot. 1/4. Annie, Anton and Bill were there as well, so they can confirm the dot. 2/4.
Right.
Annie, the meeting itself, all we did was talk business, nothing unusual happened. Dot. 3/4. Annie, there was never a moment where those two weren't watching me. Dot. 4/4. Justina, any thoughts, detective? Swift, if Annie tampered with the breaks, she had to have left during the meeting. Swift, Meg was around before the break, and she wouldn't have had time after the meeting. Say, Swift, Meg was around before the break, and she wouldn't have had time after the meeting.
Yeah, like, it was the 5 minutes between 1:45 and 1:50, I guess.
Mhm.
So right before the end of the meeting.
Swift, something must have happened during those meetings she's hiding, and that's a clue. Swift, good luck, Justy, you got this. Justina, thanks, Sophie. Annie, I never left my office until after the meeting had ended. Dot. 1/4. Justina's a class statement. Card statement. Orphanage's lease. Magic cap Meg's car. Landlady's window view or vertical scroll bar. Activate. Increase. Deactivate. Broken brakes. Roadbox. Bill's car. Roadbox. Bill's car. Kaniki statement. Landlady's window. Kaniki Bill's car. Roadbox. Roadbox. Bill's Kaniki Land Meg's magic cap orphanage is present. Roadbox. A box in the garage for storing rope. It's full of tangled, frayed rope. Meg claims there was originally one long spool of rope inside. Dot. Type evidence. Present orphanage Meg's Land Kaniki Bill's car. Roadbox. Broken brakes. View or vertical scroll bar. Activate. Increase. Deactivate. Love letter. Noel statement. Broken brakes. Roadbox selected. Broken Noel statement.
That's all of it, I'm pretty
Love
sure.
letter. View or vertical
Or
scroll
there
bar.
might be like one or
Activate,
two more
increase,
things.
Deactivate. Love letter. Noel statement.
Nope, that's
Love
everything.
letter. View or vertical scroll. Activate. Decrease. Deactivate. Landlady's window. Meg's car. Magic cabinet. Or finishes leaks.
You
Class
want-
statement. Class statement.
You want statement 3.
Oh.
Annie, I never left my office until Annie, Anton and Bill were there as well. Annie, the meeting itself, all we did was talk business. Nothing unusual happened. 3/4.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just class card statement. Card statement. Class
There you
Justina,
go.
D present. Justina, quote, nothing unusual happened, quote, that's weird, because that's not at all what you told us earlier. Justina, earlier today, you told us about your meeting with Bill. Justina, and it just so happens you told us about a certain event that happened during it. Justina, namely, you said you showed off your new magic trick. Justina, that doesn't sound like business to me. Annie, I. Well, I always perform magic tricks during my meetings.
That's... you know...
Yes, every meeting I perform a magic trick.
Annie, I just considered it part of business.
Uh-huh.
Bill, she wanted to show us a rope trick before our meeting ended.
Uh-huh. Rope.
Bill, I protested, but Anton was interested. Swift, what kind of rope trick? Annie, it's pretty simple. A member of the audience would tie my hands with rope. Annie, I walk inside a cabinet and a moment later, I would walk out with the rope undone. Justina, aha, nobody saw you after you entered the cabinet. Justina, you could have snuck out then. Ferris, you can't be serious. Ferris, they would have seen her if she just walked out of it. Bill, she was in there for a bit, but she was clearly struggling to do the trick. Bill, after all, she kind of failed it. Annie, it's true, I couldn't get the rope off, so I had to give up. I still had my hands tied when I came back out. Annie, that's what I get for not practicing enough. Justina, wait, what? Swift, Bill, is that true? Bill, yeah, I tied her up myself, and Anton confirmed it was tight. Bill, when she got out, she still had her hands tied. Anton had to cut it to free her. Bill, it was pretty tight too, so he had to cut it pretty short. Annie's findings, before entering the magic cabinet, Bill tied down his hands tightly with rope, and then Anton checked it. After she exited, Anton had to cut the rope very short to free her hands.
I'll be back in 2 seconds with it. That's the bathroom.
Ferris, et voila, your case crumbles once again. Ferris, for the entire length of the meeting, my client was either watched by 2 witnesses. Ferris, or she was inside of a box with her hands tied. Ferris, so you see, there was no possible way that my client could be guilty. Ferris, detective, I demand you release my
She
client
set
immediately.
that up, though.
Justina, left Aaron, no way, it can't end like this, right Aaron. Swift, hold on, let me check Red's notes. Swift, my cabinet, do you mean the one near the door? Bill, yeah, that's the one, it's used for a lot of tricks.
Yes, 2 seconds passed.
Swift, I see. Swift, in the case, I'd like to hear a little bit more about the trick itself. Ferris, is it really necessary? Swift, this is my interrogation, and I will conduct it as I see fit. Swift, now, Annie, if you don't mind. Annie, I can give you the basic rundown, but remember, a magician never reveals her secrets. Annie card statement, quote, third trick, Maggie Sean's extraordinary escape, quote. Annie, as part of my trick, my hands are to be bound tightly before I enter the empty box alone, 1/5. Annie, the audience then watches the box closely, which is sealed, shut and locked, 2/5. Annie, there's nothing inside of the box, and no other means of escape, 3/5.
Wrong.
Annie, but voila, a few moments later, Maggie Sean appears, having escaped her bindings, 4/5. Annie, or, well, that's what was supposed to happen, but I couldn't get out of the rope, 5/5. Justina, if Annie is our culprit, then she must have escaped somehow. Justina, detective, you don't think it's possible for people to teleport, do you? Swift, you aren't really considering that, right, Justy? Justina, I don't know, how else did she sabotage the brakes? Ferris, you're really committed to proving my client guilty, even when all the evidence suggests otherwise. Ferris, no matter, however you try to weasel and squirm, you cannot change the facts. Ferris, and the fact is, you're out of luck. Justina, left Aaron, I think I want to go back to paperwork now, right Aaron? Annie, as part of my trick, my hands are to be back. Annie, there's nothing inside of the box, and no, Justina class cards for finished magic Meg's car, magic cabinet or for card class just present. Justina, actually, there, Justina, was a way you could escape. Justina, there's a false panel at the back you could exit through. Justina, that's the secret to your little trick. Annie, stop ruining your magic. Ferris, I'll concede that she had a secret way out of the box. Ferris, however. Ferris, have you forgotten where in the room the cabinet was? Ferris, it was right up against the wall. Even if she did escape, she'd be stuck. Justina, what if the cabinet wasn't flush with the wall at that time? Ferris, then how did she leave the room? The only exit is the door, where she would have been spotted. Ferris, unless you're about to propose to use magic to leave the room as well. Justina, did you, Annie? Annie, if you pick a card, I'll tell you. Justina, left Aaron, Dad, this is going nowhere. That panel is the only way she could have left without being seen, right Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, has to be away. I just got to think, right Aaron? There's a hidden door in the room. She distracted Bill and Anton. She moved the box. She used magic. Justina, left Aaron, how did Annie leave the room without being spotted? There's a hidden door. She used magic. Justina, it was magic. Justina, she escaped the room using her magical powers. Swift, Ferris. Annie, haha, Annie, what had her? Annie, what had her? Annie, finally, someone who believes in my magical abilities. Annie, you're really funny, Justina. Justina, H-A, don't make fun of me. Swift, Justy, do you need to take a break? Swift, if you're feeling out of it, I can do this myself. Justina, no, I can handle it. Justina, it won't happen again. Justina, left Aaron, I guess that rules out magic, right Aaron? There's a hidden door in the room.
Yay, achievement.
Justina, left, there's a hidden door in the room. She distracted Bill and Anton. She moved the box. There's a hidden door in the room. Justina, I think there's a hidden door in the room behind the cabinet. Justina, she obviously escaped through there. Ferris, and did you ever find such a door when you searched the place? Justina, well, no. Ferris, as you know, bank investments help secure the property for the orphanage. Ferris, as part of that, I personally reviewed both the blueprints and the builds. Ferris, and I can assure you, there is no other exit from the room. Justina, okay, let me try again. There's a hidden door in the room. She distracted Bill and Anton. Justina, she must have prepared a distraction at the very moment she left. Justina, then she was able to sneak out while Bill and Anton weren't looking. Justina, magicians are masters of misdirection, after all. Ferris, and how did she sneak back in without being spotted? Justina, well, Ferris, Bill, were there any such distractions today? Bill, not that I remember. Justina, okay, let me try again. There's a hidden door. She moved the box. Justina, what if she had moved the box beforehand? Justina, after all, it's been a month. We have no way of knowing it was in the same spot it is now. Swift, Bill, do you remember where in the room the cabinet was? Bill, not really. She tends to move her furniture around a lot, so it's hard to keep up. Swift, then Justina could have a point. Swift, we just have to show an area where she could have put the box that would allow her to leave unseen. Justina, left parent, where the cabinet could have been, it must be, right parent. Justina's I. Deselected. Klaus statement. Card statement. Orphanage's lease. Magic cabinet. Meg's car. Landlady's window. Landlady's window. Meg magic orphanage card state. Klaus statement. Justina's I. Present. Landlady's window. There's a quaint little window in the landlady's office near the door. It has a decent view of the motel, included present. Justina, there's exactly one spot the cabinet could have been that would allow Annie to enter and exit the room unseen. Justina, and the place is the window. Justina, think about it. The cabinet would have blocked their view. Justina, she could slip out of the back of the cabinet through the window and to the garage. Justina, then, when she was done, she simply snuck back in and pretended like her trick failed. Ferris, even if the cabinet was placed in front of the window, how do you explain the rope around her hands? Ferris, she couldn't just open it and jump out while tied up. Justina, it's obvious, isn't it? She really was able to untie her bindings. Justina, her trick worked, just not in the way anyone expected. Ferris, Annie, tell them how your trick really works. Annie, I can't do that. A magician never reveals dash. Ferris, how do you escape the bindings? Annie, I'm supposed to have someone purposefully tie the rope in such a way that I could slip my hands out. Annie, I thought I was good enough to get out of the rope anyways, but I failed. Ferris, and there you go, while it is possible for her to escape the bindings. Ferris, she could only do so if Bill had purposefully tied the rope in a way that enabled it. Ferris, Bill, did you do such a thing? Bill, no. Ferris, there you have it. Unless you want to claim the box has a hidden blade inside, Annie couldn't untie herself. Justina, left parent, drat. She's going to fight me tooth and nail on every single detail of this, right parent. Swift, hum. Swift, if that's the case, let's hear Annie's statement on the matter. Ferris, you really don't know when to give up, do you? Swift, I didn't come this far just to give up when we are so close. Swift, if this case is dead in the water, I want to sink with it. Justina, if the detective is up for it, so am I. Ferris. Ferris, go ahead then, waste our time even more. Annie, you're supposed to help me, don't encourage them. Ferris, let them flounder, they can't prove any of this. Annie, fine, but this is the last time. Annie card statement, quote, the final act, Maggie Sean's impossible escape, quote. Annie, there's no way I could have escaped the rob alone. 1/5. Annie, Bill would have had to tie it in just the right way, and Anton would have not noticed. 2/5. Annie, the only way out of the rope at that point would be cutting it. 3/5. Annie, but even if I did cut the rope, it would be too short for me to tie my hands again. 4/5. Annie, it's not like there was extra rope lying around for me to use. 5/5. Justy Klaus card for magic Meg's landlady view order evidence select view landlady's window view vertical scroll bar activate increase deactivate Annie's bindings love letter Noel statement broken breaks rope box spills panic present rope close rope box present. Justina actually Annie there Justina was extra rope lying around. Justina Meg keeps a box of rope in the garage. Justina which just so happens to be the place you were going to anyways. Annie I Ferris this is ridiculous how can you prove any of that? Justina you know something was bothering me since I found that box. Justina it was full of short pieces of frayed tangled rope they would have been completely useless. Justina, the way the rope looked, it was almost as if it came from someone cutting up knotted rope. Ferris, that doesn't prove anything. The rope could have come from anywhere. Justina, hang on, I'm not done. Meg also said something else that was interesting. Justina, there was supposed to be a long spool of rope inside, but when we looked, it was missing. Justina, almost as if someone took it. Justina, and I know exactly who the person was. Ferris, then how do you explain how Annie got the rope off in the first place? Ferris, as we already explained, it was impossible for her to untie herself. Justina, left parent, it all comes down to this right parent. Justina, left parent, the final piece of the puzzle. How did Annie escape the bindings? Right parent. Justina, left parent, the question I should be asking is, when did Annie escape the bindings? Right parent. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings before she entered the box? Right parent, 1/3. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings while she was in the box? Right parent, 2/3. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings after escape got out of the box? Right parent, 3/3. Justina, left parent, the question I should be asking is, when did Annie escape the bindings? Right parent. Justina, left parent, if she escaped beforehand, then she would have had to do so without anyone noticing. Right parent. Justina, left parent, unless someone in that room helped her. Right parent. Justina, left parent, if she escaped while inside the box, then she needed some way to cut herself loose. Right parent. Justina, left parent, did she have some means of doing so? Something sharp enough to cut rope? Right parent. Justina, left parent, if she escaped the box first, I'd need to explain how she was able to exit it with her hands tied. Right parent. Justina, left parent, I'd also need to show a way she could have freed herself while outside. Right parent. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings before she entered the box? Right parent, 1/3. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings while she was in the box? Right parent, 2/3. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings after escape got out of the box? Right parent, 3/3. Justina, left parent, the question I should be asking is, when did Annie escape the bindings? Right parent. Justina, left parent, if she escaped beforehand, then she would have had to do so without anyone noticing. Right parent. Justina, left parent, unless someone in that room helped her. Right parent. Justina, left parent, if she escaped while inside the box, then she needed some way to cut herself loose. Right parent. Justina, left parent, did she have some means of doing so? Something sharp enough to cut rope? Right parent. Justina, left parent, if she escaped the box first, I'd need to explain how she was able to exit it with her hands tied. Right parent.
I'm back. You've been doing well. I had the stream open and getting it in hand, but you've got through it all.
Yeah.
This one you need to like...
Justina, left parent, I'd also need to show a way she could have freed herself while outside. Right parent. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings before she entered the box? Right parent, 1/. Justina,
Also, that third one is weirdly worded.
Justina,
What is this?
left parent, did she escape the bindings after escape got out of the box? Right parent, 3/3.
Like, what is that?
As in after she got out of the box.
Yeah, but I know. I mean, like, it's before, during, or after. I get it, but it's...
Yeah, it's written
Did she
weirdly.
escape the bindings after escaped got out of the box?
Yeah, I know why
That's,
they
um,
wrote it like that.
It's a bit of a... I think that's a Philip alarm.
Paper perjury.
I mean, after presume? I need... So, yeah.
You just need to dispute one of
I need
these
to
and
dispute
present.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
out. I know. Is there anything in the magic cabinet that would allow her to cut the rope? I need to look at the
Not
magic
that
cabinet.
not that we know of.
Yeah, so I don't think... It's gotta be after, surely.
Justina's I.D select class card for magic Meg's card landlady's window. View or vertical scroll activate increase deactivate love letter. Noel statement broken brakes. Roadbox. Bill's car. Landlady's window. Kaniki statement. Bill's rope Noel love letter. View or
Increase
vertical
one
scroll
more.
bar.
There's one more piece of evidence
Activate.
there.
Increase deactivate Anna's bindings. Love letter. Anna's bindings. Love Noel rope Bill's Kaniki present. Anna's bindings. Before entering the magic cabinet, Bill tied Anna's hands tightly with rope, and then Anton checked it. After she exited, Anton had to cut the rope very short to free her hands. Type evidence obtained. Police station.
Okay.
Present. Kaniki statement. Bill's car.
Do we use this one?
Kaniki statement. Bill's car rope box. Bill's Kaniki present.
Yeah, this is the one you have to use, which
Oh, really?
is kind of weird to me. Yeah. Yeah, this one stumped me for a little bit.
Justina, left parent, I need to think. There's got to be an answer, right parent. Justina, left parent, let me try again, right parent. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings before she entered the box? Right parent, 1/3. Justina, left parent, did she escape the bindings while she was in the box? Right parent, 2/3.
This is doing...
Just class card for Magic Meg's landlady's window. View or vertical scroll activate. Increase. Deactivate. Anna's bindings. Anna's bind love Noel rope Bill's Kaniki statement. Present selected. Justina, left parent, no, I don't think that's right parent. Justina,
What?
left parent, I need to think. There's got to be an
Before?
Yeah, I don't get this one.
Justina,
This
left
one
parent, let me try
confuses
again, right
me.
parent.
I
Justina, left parent, did she escape the
can't
bindings before
remember
she
the
entered box?
logic.
Just class card for Magic Meg's landlady. View or vertical scroll activate.
I guess... Well, let's see the logic.
Deactivate. Anna's bindings.
Yeah, I
Anna's bindings, love
can't
Noel rope Bill's
remember
Kaniki
why
statement.
you have to
Present
say
selected.
this. I have no idea.
Justina, Anton was the last person to check Anna's bindings before she entered the box.
Oh, so what? They were like in on it together?
Justina, he also had a knife on him, as we established.
Right.
Justina, meaning. Justina, he cut the rope before Annie entered the box.
Okay, but why?
Ferris, a dash Anton. Ferris, W dash what are you? That doesn't.
You see,
Justina, it's
that's
obvious.
this is one of those assumptions that just happens
Yeah,
to be
like we
correct.
just assumed, and it's like... Okay, but can you explain why?
Say, Justina, it's obvious the two of them were working together. Annie, T dash that's ridiculous. You can't prove any of this. Swift, we can certainly pay Anton a visit and see what he tells us. Swift, we only need one of you to talk.
That would actually make sense, though, because Anton has intimated before that, like, oh, business is cutthroat. We need to blow... We want to also move the orphanage. So if Bill was out of the way...
Yeah, it seems like Bill was arguing strongly against moving the orphanage.
Yeah.
So it does make some sense.
Yeah.
Swift, so how much do you trust him to keep his mouth shut? Bill, detective, I don't understand. Why would Annie attack me? She has no reason to. Justina, actually, Bill, I know exactly why. The two of you were working together.
Money?
She wanted the orphanage gone. The two of you were working together.
What do you mean the two of you were working together?
Yeah, I know, that was just funny. Like, yes, you arranged your own near fatal car accident.
She wanted the orphanage. She wanted revenge. She wanted money. Justina, the reason Annie attacked the two of you were working together. Justina, you and Annie were clearly working together. Justina, you must have wanted a hefty insurance payout. Justina, so the two of you concocted this little scheme to commit insurance fraud. Bill, what on? How dare you? Bill, that is an outrageous thing to accuse me of. Swift, hold on there. Justy, I think you went a little off the rails there. Swift, I'm sure Annie had a motive, but this isn't it. Swift, why don't you try again? The two of you were working together. She wanted the orphanage gone. She wanted revenge.
Revenge?
She wanted to, Justina, as much as I hate to admit it, I think she wanted to scare you. Justina, she wanted you to move the orphanage to a new location, and so she set up this plan with Anton to make it happen. Justina, after all, Anton was pretty interested in buying it. Anton, the motel isn't what matters to me, it's the land it sits on. Anton, it's situated on a property gold mine. Anton, the whole area ought to be transformed into new luxury townhouses and... Anton, a plethora of cities.
We read this here.
Annie, T-dash that's not.
Oh, damn it, I picked the right one.
Yes, you did.
God damn it.
Annie, if I wanted him out so badly, why didn't I just evict him? Annie, I am his landlord, after all. Justina, come on, we both know that wasn't possible. Justina, and this explains why. Justina's I.D class card state orphanage's lease. Orphanage's lease cards class Justy present. Orphanage's lease, the lease agreement between the motel and the class orphanage, under which the class orphanage cannot be evicted except for unpaid rent present. Justina, your contract was ironclad. There was no way they could force you to leave Semi. You'd have to do so willingly. Justina, so their plan was either to scare you into leaving or kill you. Bill, W dash what? Swift, ready to talk yet, Annie, or should we go pay Anton a visit now? Swift, if you talk first, it will make your life a whole lot easier. Annie, a good performer knows when to throw in the cards. Fine, I confess. Bill, Annie, why? Bill, I don't understand. Bill, we worked together for 5 years. You helped raise the kids as your own. Annie, if you just decided to move out, I would have done everything to help. Annie, but you wouldn't do it. You're too stubborn for it. Annie, I didn't have another choice. I thought if I scared you and the kids, you'd leave. Annie, what better way to do so than have you get hurt? Annie, and the funny thing is, it worked. Swift, it worked. Bill, after the car accident, the kids were scared, so I agreed to the move.
Oh,
Bill, I thought Meg caused it, so I played along with their story to keep her safe. Bill, I knew for a long time that a motel was no place to raise children. Bill, a more conventional home would be better, and that was the straw to break my back. Bill, so I agreed to move further away on the condition that the students could at least finish their semester in May. Swift, I see. So then, why did you want him to move? Annie, when I first inherited the motel, I had a few offers to buy it, but then what? Annie, life offered money for a few years, and then go have a real job. Annie, at the time, I had no goal, no motivation. Annie, Bill offered something no one else could, a chance to do something good. Annie, so I took it. I figured that even if I died, I'd at least help some kids have a better life. Annie, then I discovered stage magic. I had something I was not only good at, but something I wanted to do. Annie, but then I was trapped in a place I could no longer sell when I needed money more than ever to perform my magic around the world. Annie, that's when Anton came to me and offered me a way out. Annie, he gave me the deal of a lifetime. He'd buy the property for enough money that I could finally pursue my dream. Annie, all I had to do was get Bill to sell. Ferris, that little, we did not agree to any of that. Ferris, if Anton agreed to buy it, he was going around us completely. Ferris, he can't make promises like that without informing me. Annie, he said it was prime real estate, we just needed Bill gone. Ferris, do you have any idea what the hell you two were doing? Ferris, if the public finds out about this, it would ruin your bank investments. Justina left Aaron. How is that what she's worried about most? Bill could have died, right, Aaron? Bill, why? Why didn't you tell me what was going on? There had to be a better way. Annie, if you could have paid the same amount, I would have sold you the whole place. Annie, but you couldn't. I had no choice. Bill, I can't believe this. Annie, what are the kids going to think? Bill, could you really look Meg in the eyes and tell her that your career was worth more than my life? Annie, I took the calculated risk that you'd been driving too slow for it to be dangerous. Ferris, his life isn't a calculated risk. Ferris, to think I defended you, I believe in you. Annie, you know something, Ferris? Annie, I never liked you. Annie, you act all high and mighty, like everything in life is fair. Annie, but if you stopped working right now, where would you be? Annie, living it up in a mansion, doing whatever you want. Annie, if I had your money, I could be free to live my life however I want. Swift, and would it be worth it, knowing that it comes at the cost of those kids' homes? Annie, Bill would have found another place. I was done worrying about other people for a change. Swift, I think we heard enough. Let's finish this case up. Justina left Aaron after we finalized her confession. Annie was taken away, right, Aaron? Justina left Aaron. Ferris left without another word. She looked even angrier than usual, right, Aaron? The 24th of April, 812 p. Majesty Police Precinct number 5 living room.
So that's 3 for 3 for Ferris, the lawyer.
Yeah, it's a good thing she's like a defense lawyer isn't her main job. She's mainly just like works for her company because
Yeah.
I wouldn't hire her. Let's put it that way.
No.
Like, yeah, she worked for her husband's company, and now we know why.
Swift, Justy, we did it. Swift, we really did it. Come here. Justina, I. Justina left Aaron. I dash is this a hug, or is she trying to kill me? Right, Aaron? Swift, we did it. We solved the case. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Justina left Aaron. Light, fading, lungs, failing. Right, Aaron? Hunt, you okay over there, Ms. Assistant? You're turning pretty red. Justina, can't breathe. Help. Swift, sorry. I guess I went a little overboard. Justina left Aaron. More than a little. Right, Aaron? Hunt, I wanted to be the first to say. Hunt, great work, both of you. You solved 2 cases in a single day. Hunt, I'm pretty impressed with how you two did in there. You make for a great team. Hunt, I think I may have to give you my assistant, Sophie. Justina, I think I'm ready to just be a clerk again. I don't think I can keep doing this. Swift, but you're really good at this. You can't stop now. Swift, hey, why don't we go take Zephyr for a victory lap after this? Swift, we can celebrate properly then. Justina left Aaron. Please not Zephyr again. Right, Aaron? Bill, I can't believe it. Annie, she could have killed me. Bill, and all over the orphanage, no less. Bill, was everything a lie? Did the orphanage just mean nothing to her? Bill, to think she would throw it all away. Hunt, come on, Bill, you know that isn't true. Justina, actually, I know for a fact it isn't true. I can prove it. Justina, here's the proof that Annie really did care about the orphanage's residents.
Oh god.
Justina's I.D selected. Clause statement. Card statement.
Really?
Orphanage's lease. Magic cabinet.
Really, game?
Meg's car. Orphanage card statement. Clause statement. Card orphanage magic Meg's car. Landlady's window.
I don't
View
know.
vertical scroll activate. Increase. The attribute Noel statement.
I can tell you if you want.
Roadbox. Bill's car. Kaniki statement. Landlady's window. Meg's car. Landlady Bill's Noel view vertical scroll bar. Activate. Increase. The attribute Annie's bindings. Love letter. Noel statement. Broken brakes. Roadbox. Bill's car. Kaniki statement. Bill's roadbox. Broken brakes. Noel's love letter Annie's binding. View vertical scroll bar. Activate. Decrease. The attribute Landlady's Meg's car. Magic cabinet. Orphanage's lease. Card statement. Card statement. Just present. Card summary. Card statement. Annie claims that she performed a magic trick for Bill at 145p.m. She also claims that she saw someone running away. Present. Justina's I.D. Clause statement. Card statement selected. Orphanage's lease. Magic cabinet. Meg's car.
Proof that she cared about your... I don't know.
Magic cabinet.
Fucking just tell me.
Orphanage's lease.
If you click on Meg's car, it mentions that Annie taught her how to build
Magic
it.
cabinet. Meg's car.
Oh.
Like,
Landlady
taught
Meg's car.
her
Meg's car's magic orphan card class.
how to be a mechanic.
Meg's car. According to Miss Card, Meg finished rebuilding her new car 2 weeks ago on the 10th of April. Miss Card provided her with the parts and taught her much of the first present.
Right.
Justina, if it wasn't for Annie, Meg would have never found her true passion in life. Justina, she taught Meg everything she knew about working with machinery. Justina, plus, she helped Meg completely rebuild a car. Justina, I don't believe that was all for nothing. I think she really did value the orphanage, and you too. Justina, I just think she felt stuck, and that made her desperate. Bill, thank you. Justina, was it? Bill, I'm sorry for causing you all so much trouble. Bill, and Ernest. Hunt, I'll talk to you later. Bill, I have a lot to say to you in private. Justina, anyways, what are you doing here still, detective? I thought you'd be home by now. Hunt, a detective never rests until his work is done. Besides, there's one more thing we need to take care of. Hunt, why don't you go wait inside? I'll be right back. Justina, any idea what's going on? Swift, only one way to find out. Hannah, what's this about? Hunt, well, you two were the ones who kickstarted this sprawling affair. Hunt, so we wanted to give you a little update. Hunt, we solved the embezzlement case. One explanation later. Hannah, wow.
Yeah, this kind of seems like an ending. So I wonder what cases 4 and 5 are gonna be.
Interesting. I really like 4. I think I mentioned that, but 4 is my favorite.
Chandra, so the Eubanks didn't take the money. Chandra, I guess I may have jumped the gun. Hannah, cheer up, Chandra. It's thanks to us the orphanage is getting all its money. Justina, hey, don't be too proud of yourself, Semi. You still committed a crime. Chandra, so what now? Hunt, we can certainly put in a good word with the prosecutor. Hunt, as short-sighted as your robbery was, it did help us uncover the real crime. Hannah, if only I hadn't been caught. Chandra, just accept it. Hannah, we lost. Chandra, but thanks for trying to cover for me. Hannah, anytime, partner. Hannah, next time, I'll take the truth to my grave. Justina, please don't. You gave me enough of a headache last time. Justina, afterwards, Sophie and I went out to celebrate our victory. Justina, and as expected, I got completely swamped in paperwork the next day. Justina, Sue said I had to do double the work to make up for my little adventure. Justina, I told her I was finally ready to retire from my detective work. Justina, and then a new case popped up and I was called upon once again.
Okay, here we go.
Justina, so much for retirement. End of case 3. Start case 1.
Right.
And that's that.
All right.
Paper start case 3. Start case 4.
Do we want to start it now?
The first of
Yeah.
May unknown.
But-
Say the first of May unknown.
Unknown.
As in location unknown.
Hunt, this is Detective Ernest Hunt's office. I'm away from the office. Please leave a message. Colon, hello, my daughter gave me your number. Colon, I would like to report a. Colon, a murder.
Oh yeah, here we go.
The 1st of May, 7:58 o'clock, Majesty Police Precinct number 5 station lobby. Justina, left Aaron. Ugh, I'm so tired. I stayed up way too late last night, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. Oh, how I love a job where I didn't have to be up so early, right, Aaron? Justina, it's been about a week since I last got to play detective. Justina, in the end, we had a lot of trouble building a solid case against Anton. Justina, Detective Hunt refuses to give up, though, and he's devoted himself to investigating everything he can about the man. Justina, I've barely even seen him over the last week, but for all his efforts...
Once
he got
again,
Anton to come for questioning today.
monologuing out loud, not thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Justina, as for me, things have pretty much returned to normal. Justina, I can expect another long, boring day of paperwork. The 1st of May, 8 o'clock at Majesty Police Precinct number 5 station offices. Justina, good morning, Mizza, I'm ready for work. So, Justina, what are you doing here? Justina, should I not be here? Justina, left Aaron, don't tell me I got fired already, right, Aaron? So, you're supposed to be at the crime scene right now. Did Ernest not call you? Justina, crime scene, what crime scene? What's going on? So, oh, Ernest. So, you see, there's been an incident. You remember Anton Chambers, right?
Oh, was he murdered? Oh, okay.
Justina, of course I do. Detective Hunt has been investigating him. Why? So, Mr. Chambers was. So, murdered last night. He was found dead this morning.
Ah. Okay.
Justina, W dash. Justina, what? Justina, I know he wasn't the nicest guy or anything, but Justina, murdered. So, we just got a call this morning. He was found in an alleyway outside of Nickel and Diamonds Antiques in the Sunrise District. Justina, H dash. Justina, hang on, that's my dad's store. So, seems like you're starting to understand. You better hurry, Justina. I'm afraid your dad is one of the suspects in this case. Justina, left Aaron. Oh gods, no, I've got to hurry, right, Aaron? The 1st of May, 8:13 o'clock, Majesty Sunrise District, Nickel and
Again,
Diamonds Antiques.
that's a conflict of interest. You shouldn't be working on this.
Yeah.
Justina, Dad, where are you? Colon, Justina. Justina, Dad, are you okay? Colon, never mind that. What are you doing here? Justina, left Aaron. This is my dad, Ash Smith, owner of Nickel and Diamonds Antiques, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. He's a professional glassblower, and this great store is his pride and joy. He's been running it ever since I was a kid, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. He's a little eccentric and maybe a bit clumsy, but he's totally harmless. He won't even so much as kill a fly, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. To think there'd be a murder here of all places, and that my dad would be wrapped up in it, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. Gods, please tell me this is all just a bad dream, right, Aaron? Left bracket profile, Ash Smith added to your profiles, right bracket, Ash Smith added to your profiles, Ash Smith added to your profiles, Ash Smith added to your profiles, Swift R, Justy, you finally showed up, Swift R, Justy, you've Justina, Sophie, what happened here? Please don't tell me you actually consider my dad a suspect. Swift, whoa, slow down, Justy, let's take this one step at a time. Swift, we've just begun our investigation, so I can't really say anything for certain right now. Ash, don't go worrying about me, Justina, this detective has been treating me fairly. Ash, oh, but all those police running around, on the other hand. Ash, they already knocked over one of my plants. Justina, Dad, I really think we have bigger things to worry about right now. Justina, Sophie, let me join you for this investigation, please. I'll help you find evidence that proves my dad's innocence. Swift, I wouldn't have it any other way, partner. Swift, let me just give you the rundown on what we know so far. Swift, our victim is Anton Chambers, the president of Eubank Investments. Swift, he was found dead this morning in an alleyway behind Nickel and Diamonds Antiques. Swift, he had been here last night for a business meeting, and it was the last time he was seen alive. Swift, our preliminary findings indicate that he died last night, and that his body had been left in the alleyway until its discovery. Swift, he was shot twice, once in his right abdominal region, and once in the chest. There are also 2 puncture wounds found on his chest. Swift, we believe the shot to the chest was the cause of death. Swift, finally, his wallet was missing from his body, leading us to suspect that this may have been a robbery. Preliminary report, the victim's body was shot twice, once in the abdomen and once in the chest. 2 puncture wounds were found on his chest. The time of death was sometime last night, on the 30th of April. Left bracket statement, quote detective's brief added, quote right bracket, detective's brief added. Justina, what about the murder weapon? Were you able to find it? Detective's brief added. Swift, not yet. The culprit must have taken it with them. Swift, we only have our preliminary findings right now, so we don't even know what model of gun it was. Wallet, Anton's wallet was missing from his body. Was the motive behind this crime robbery? Swift, we just sent his body to the coroner, so we can expect a more detailed autopsy report then. Swift, they'll be able to run tests on the bullets after they remove them from. Justina, T-dash. Justina, that's okay. Spare me the details, please. Swift, well, you can learn more about it when you read the report. Ash, look at you, Justina. I finally get to see your police work in action. Ash, or should I say, Ash, Officer Smith. Justina, I keep telling you, Dad, I'm not a cop. I just help out in the investigations. Justina, left Aaron, which, admittedly, is pretty strange, right, Aaron?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Justina, moving along, could you tell me about what happened? Ash, sure can. Let me start from the beginning. Ash, last night, Lynn Hart, the owner of this building, held a meeting here to decide who would be buying the property. Ash, you know me, I'm no good at all this stuff, so I finished cleaning up the store and left. Ash, I gave my keys to Luna so she could lock up the store afterwards. Ash, when we opened the store this morning, I hadn't noticed anything unusual. Ash, but when I went into the alleyway to throw away some trash, that's when I saw a body. Ash, I got closer, and I saw Anton, he was face up in the middle of the alleyway. Ash, I knew it was him because I saw him come into the store last night. Ash, well, I called the police right after that, and you know the rest. Mr. Smith's statement, when Ash arrived at the store this morning, he found Anton's body in the middle of the alleyway. He called the police afterwards. Left bracket statement, quote, Ash Smith's statement recorded in the case file, quote, right bracket, Ash Smith's statement recorded in the case file. Justina, when I gave you Detective Hunt's number, I didn't expect you to use it so soon. Ash Smith's statement recorded in the case. Ash, you told me that you trusted him, so I thought it was best to reach him. Ash, but to my surprise, Sophie here was the one who showed up. Swift, that's Causeway works in robberies. I'm the homicide detective. Swift, but back on topic, you mentioned Mr. Chambers by name. Do you know him? Ash, I've known him for years, or at least known of him. Ash, we only spoke directly for the first time last night. Swift, and why is that? Ash, Anton was looking to buy back the store. Ash, he and another fellow came here last night to try and buy the store from Luna. Ash, the meeting had ended at around 7 o'clock p.m. but I left shortly afterwards. Ash, I worry that something must have happened to him right after he left. Swift, we can't rule it out yet. We still have some investigating to do. Swift, but for now, you were the last to see him before he died. Justina, is Detective Hunt around? Sue told me he tried to call me. Swift, I think this is best discussed elsewhere. Swift, there's a park nearby. Let's head there once we're done here. Justina, all right. Justina, left parent, did she not want to say anything with my dad here? Right parent. Left bracket lead, new lead added to the case file, right bracket, new lead added to the case file. Swift, okay, partner, let's get started. New lead added to the talk. Review statement. Ash Smith, buying the store, not buying the store, contact the family, back.
Wait, review statement?
Review statement.
Oh, the brief?
No, you're talking to her dad. His statement.
Oh, I thought we were talking to Sophie.
Ash Smith.
Nope.
Swift, say, Mr. Smith, what can you tell me about yourself? Ash, oh, I'm nothing special, Mr. Detective. I'm just a humble glass dash blower. Justina, a pretty great one, if you ask me. All the glassware here is made by him. It's this store's speciality. Ash, I take a lot of pride in my pieces, but I won't be selling them for much longer now. Swift, why is that? Ash, well, because the store's been sold, of course, but I also feel like it's time for me to hang my pipe up, so to speak. Ash, besides, it just means I have more time to devote to all my lovely plants. Justina, my dad's been absolutely obsessed with plants recently, ever since he started his own garden last spring. Justina, now he's constantly trying to push them onto me. Ash, I keep telling you, Justina, if you just started your own veggie garden, you'd save a lot of money on food. Justina, and I keep telling you, Dad, I don't have room in my apartment. Justina, besides, I just end up killing them all anyways. Swift, come on, Justin, it can't be that hard to keep a plant alive. Justina, as if plants are very fickle creatures.
Life is Strange would disagree. I know her boss knows this.
Ash, Justina is just upset over the time she killed her class plant in 2nd grade. Ash, she was so excited when the teacher put her in charge of it, that poor plant was dead within a week. Justina, hey, it was very traumatic, you know. Justina, it wasn't my fault either. How was I supposed to know you could give a plant too much water?
Yep. Exactly. Life is strange.
Swift, that was so long ago, though I'm sure you could do a better job now. Justina, I have enough plant blood on my hands in this lifetime, I'll pass. Review statement. Ash Smith buying the store. Justina, I wanted to ask more about the meeting last night. Justina, can you tell me who was all there? Ash, well, I don't really recall. I didn't stay for the meeting. Ash, I remember seeing Anton, though he had a real mean look to him. Swift, do you have any idea why Anton might have been interested in buying this property? Ash, well, aside from the fact that his company used to own it, no. Swift, hang on, Eubank Investments used to own this building? Ash, yeah, Luna's dad bought it from them 10 years ago. Swift, 10 years ago, you say? Swift, that's around the time Eubank Investments was founded, wasn't it? Ash, sure is. This whole area was how the company got their start. Ash, back then, the Sunrise District was nothing like it is now. This used to be a quieter residential area. Ash, eventually, though, the city decided the land was more valuable than the people were. Ash, that's where the Eubanks came in. Ash, they offered to transform the area into a commercial district in exchange for city funding. Justina, Solhart struck a deal with them to purchase this building. Thanks to that, my dad was finally able to open this store. Ash, unfortunately, not everyone here was so lucky. Ash, the new development meant higher prices. A few got bought out, but a fair number of people were forced out by the costs. Ash, the old Sunrise District only lives on in people's memories now. Swift, I had no idea there was so much history here. Justina, it's still got a lot of charm to it. Once this case is done, I'll take you to see all the cool spots. Review statement. Ash Smith, buying the store. Not buying the store. Buying the store, not buying the store. Contact the family. Not buying the store. Swift, I'm curious as to why Luna owns this store, and not yourself. Ash, well, that's because she inherited it from her dad, Solhart. Ash, so when I go way back, I was the one who told him I wanted to open my own glass store. Ash, trouble is, I was never any good at all that business stuff. Ash, and, well, I can't say I ever had the money to buy property for myself. Ash, that's when Sol and I agreed to go into business together. He'd buy the property and handle all the operations. Ash, the way, all I had to do was make the glass. Ash, of course, once Sol died, I was struggling to run this store all by myself, so I had to get a manager to help me. Ash, unfortunately, she left last month. Swift, why'd she leave? Justina, I'll give you a hint. She started a new job at the local police precinct. Swift, Justy, I had no idea you ran the store. Justina, well, the best I could at least. Ash, Justina was ruthless. She'd fight tooth and nail during business meetings. Ash, she even scared away a couple suppliers. Justina, they were trying to scam you. If it hadn't been for me, you'd have been paying triple the price for materials. Justina, people were constantly trying to swindle my dad. Customers tried to take advantage of him all the time. Swift, that must have been where you learned your interrogation skills from. Swift, it sounds like you were pretty good at your job, though. Why'd you stop? Justina, well, it wasn't really for me. Not to mention, I was kind of doing it for free. Dad couldn't really afford to pay me for it. Justina, Dad's ready to retire, and once Luna decided she wanted to sell the building, there wasn't much point in me sticking around. Justina, plus, I felt like it was time for me to move on. I wanted to find my own way in life. Swift, you really love your family, huh? Justina, of course I do. I'd do anything for them. This place was my whole childhood. I couldn't just see it fall apart. Swift, well, I'm glad we have you at the precinct now. Review statement. Ash Smith, buying the store. Not buying. Contact the family. Back. Contact the family. Justina, speaking of family, Mom and Jean must be worried sick. I'll call them and let them know you're okay. Ash, don't worry, Justina. The detective let me call them this morning. Justina, why didn't you call me then? Ash, well, I knew you'd be here sooner than later. She told me you'd be coming. Swift, well, I wasn't wrong. Still, I thought Red was going to call you. Swift, so, who's this Jin you've been keeping a secret from me? Justina, she's no secret. She's just my younger sister. Swift, I didn't know you had a sister. Why am I just now learning that? Ash, those two don't really get along. Ash, when they were younger, Justina tried to throw Jean's favourite doll into the glass furnace. Ash, they've been butting heads ever since. Swift, Justina, I was just a kid. She's the one who's still holding the grudge. Swift, you could at least show a bit of remorse. Review statement. Ash spine but not contact back. Talk. Track investigate. Plants. Camera. Rabbit. Metal. Elephant. Soil. Back. Plants. Swift, what's with all of these plants? I thought this store sold glassware and antiques. Swift, it's like a jungle in here. Justina, blame my dad. Ever since he got on his plant kick, he's put them everywhere he can. Ash, oh, but the plants really liven up the place, don't you think? Justina, all they do is take up shelf space that we could be putting product on. Ash, but what's the point of all of the product if nobody wants to spend any time here? Justina, that doesn't change the fact that this is a store, not a botanical garden. Ash, well, I suppose it doesn't matter now. I'll have to relocate all these plants soon. Ash, what a shame. I think they really like it here. Justina, they're plants. Dad, plants don't have feelings. Ash, they sure do have feelings. Plants are living beings, just like you and me. Swift, you know, Justy, while plants do lack a brain, it's possible that they might be more intelligent than we give them credit for. Justina, I think we have bigger things to worry about right now than plant psychology. Plant selected camera. Swift, I've never seen a camera like that. Ash, it's the best on the market. Swift, so she has all the recordings from last night. Justina, well, yeah, but this is the only camera we got. We could only afford one. Justina, so I doubt it can tell us about the murder. Swift, still, it can't hurt to keep it in mind. Camera, the store has only one camera, and it records everything and sends the footage to Luna. Camera selected. Rabbit. Swift, wow, these animals are so pretty. Swift, I love these little rabbits especially. Ash, say, I'm glad you noticed that. Detective, do you want to know how you make a glass rabbit whole? Justina, Dad. Ash, you just glue it back together. Justina, Dad, stop it, you're embarrassing me. Ash, oh ho, sorry, I couldn't resist. Justina, he's always like this, I swear, every time I come here, his puns get worse. Ash, when you're a parent like me, you understand. Rabbit selected. Metal detector. Swift, what's this thing here? Some sort of metal detector? Ash, that was one of Sol's ideas. He said it wasn't some ordinary metal detector. It instead had some kind of fancy computer brain in it. Justina, it's called AI, Dad.
Oh boy, AI mentioned.
Yep.
Ash, same difference. He said it scans for weapons that pass between it and alerts us if it finds anything. Ash, it's supposed to store a log for the police to look at too. Justina, are we sure the thing even works? I've never once heard it go off. Justina, it always felt to me like it was just there to look intimidating. Ash, well, I thought so too, but I do remember hearing it go off last night.
Oh?
Ash, of course, that was probably from Anton. He had a gun with him, but Luna didn't seem to care. Swift, do you know if we'd be able to take a look at those logs? Ash, talk to Luna. I'm sure she could get it for you. Justina, we'd better write this down for later. Security detector, an intelligent detector at the store's entrance. It beeps loudly when detecting weapons and stores a log of its findings. Ash claims it went off once last night when everyone entered.
Well, if it's as intelligent as our current AI, then it probably hallucinates a lot. It just beeps randomly.
See someone's phone, it's like, that's an assault rifle.
I am absolutely sure about this.
Yes, this man has a bazooka in his pocket.
Metal detector selected. Elephant. Swift, with all the plants here, the glass animals have their own jungle. Justina, it was my idea. If my dad wanted to start growing plants, he might as well make it a theme. Justina, this whole store would look so much better without all these plants covering the merchandise. Justina, I can see it. Justina, so clean. Justina, so easy to organize. Justina, if only my dad just didn't have these plants. Swift, Justy. Swift, you alive in there. Justina, ha. Justina, sorry, I was just daydreaming of a better life. Swift, you can daydream later. We have a case to solve. Justina, you're right. Justina, left Aaron. There's a timeline I'll never see. Right Aaron. Elephant selected. Soil.
Oh god, the forbidden word.
Elephant selected. Soil.
It always pops up, man. There's no escape.
Soil. Justina, Dad, why is your soil on the floor? Justina, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen if someone slips on it. Ash, give your old man the benefit of the doubt. I didn't do it. Justina, you didn't. Then why is it here? Ash, it was here when I got here. I was going to clean up. Ash, but with Anton's death, I haven't had time. Swift, it seems there are some clay shards here too, like one of the plants fell. Justina, then where did it come from? Justina, left Aaron. I better take notes so I can clean it later. Right Aaron. Soil and broken pot pieces found at the store. Ash says it was here when he opened up this store. Left bracket lead completed, right bracket, lead completed. Justina, left Aaron. Alright, I think there's about rats things up here, right Aaron. Lead completed. Justina, left Aaron. Alright, I think. Soil selected. Back. Talk. Travel. Invest. Talk. Travel. Park. Back. Park. The 1st of May, Azure City Sunrise District, Sunrise Park. Colon, hey, get out of here. Stop contaminating my crime scene. Shoo.
Whoa.
Justina, left Aaron. Looks like Detective Hunt is here, chasing birds away, right Aaron. Justina, a dash M. Hunt, there you two are. Welcome to my little domain. Swift, hey Red, Justy finally joined us. Justina, what's going on? Why did we have to come here to talk? Hunt, since last week, I have been looking into Anton Chambers in preparation for interrogating him today. Hunt, and I think I have something that might help you too, but you have to keep it to yourselves. Swift, that's why we can't tell anyone, not even your dad. Justina, you're joking, right? My dad's completely trustworthy. Swift, my gut is telling me it's fine, but it's Red's case, so I play by his rules. Justina, if he wants to keep it secret, I'll keep it to myself. Swift, I knew you would understand. Hunt, let me catch you two up on what I learned. Hunt, Anton Chambers had been using kind words to convince property owners to sell to you bank investments. Hunt, I was able to get a list of code names of those whom he convinced to sell. Hunt, while I was able to figure out most, there was a code name I couldn't figure out. Hunt, the code name was B.I.G.H.E.N, and it's related to nickel and diamonds antiques.
Big hen?
Hunt, but so far, I haven't found a connecting thread between the two. Hunt's statement, according to Hunt's sources, the code name d.i.gh.e.n is for someone Anton plans to strong dash on, might be connected to Nickel and Diamond's antiques. Justina, where did you get a list of code names? Hunt, I know a guy. Swift, Red here has a way of getting information. Hunt, maybe if you become a real detective, I'll teach you the tricks of the trade. Justina, left Aaron, between this and figuring out how his bank account had the money, he certainly knows more than he lets on, right, Aaron? Justina, back to the case at hand, what the hit does quote b.i.gh.e.n mean? Hunt, don't look at me, I gave blood, sweat, and tears just to get this far. Hunt, when I found out he was buying the store, I thought the two might be connected. Hunt, did he win the bid for the store? Swift, come to think of it, I never did ask. If he did, then maybe it was code for Luna. Justina, Luna does own the store, so maybe. Justina, have you spoken to her yet? Swift, I haven't gotten a chance to speak with Luna yet, let's go talk with her. Justina, right, you'll probably want me there for that anyways. Swift, why's that? Justina, Luna's deaf, so you'll need me to interpret for you. Just talk normally, and I'll translate. Justina, she carries a book with her, so she'll probably just write down her responses for you. Swift, I have never met a deaf person before, but that sounds simple enough. Justina, before we do that. Justina, why is there crime tape around the tree? Hunt, Sophie, did you not tell her? Swift, sorry, Red, must have slipped my mind. Hunt, after I got the call, I wanted to check the park. It was across the street and would be the perfect escape route. Hunt, that's when I found Anton's wallet and gun here. Hunt, looks like whoever killed him took them and dumped them here. Justina, why would anyone do that? Hunt, when a robber steals a wallet, they don't just grab the money, they just take the full wallet. Hunt, then when they are safe, like in this park, they take what they want and dump the rest. Hunt, as for the gun, we haven't figured that out yet. Justina, was there anything left in his wallet? Swift, just a parking ticket for Eubank Investments. All his money was gone. Justina, not much to go on, but I better update the evidence anyway. Left bracket statement, wallet updated, right bracket, wallet updated. Justina, what about his gun? Wallet updated. Justina, Hunt, completely
Yeah,
empty.
Philip, you missed the start or the end of case 3. We've started case 4 now.
Yep. And Anton Chambers has been murdered.
Save. Hunt, completely empty, but we know it's his from its design. He was pretty famous for having it.
1ST?
Hunt, I already sent it in for testing, so until then, we don't have much to share.
Philip said 1TH.
Oh,
So Robust was correcting it to the
Right.
correct.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Philip has no grounds to... That's why we overused that joke, because yesterday he was asking me, what do you work? I think was the question. Which was, you know... I understand the question, but that's not how you say that.
Save. Hunt, I already sent it in for testing, so until then, we don't have much to share. Anton's gun was left at the park overnight until Detective Hunt found it. The chamber is currently empty. Nothing else was found on it. Hunt, now you're caught up to speed on everything. Swift, when you are ready, we can head back to the store. Talk. Watching over the park. Anton Chambers, Ash Smith, back. Watching over the park. Justina, so why are you out chasing pigeons in the park, anyways? Hunt, I'll have you know I'm hard at work investigating, but I've also got to protect my crime scene from avian-related intruders. Hunt, they could be walking on an important piece of evidence. Justina, this park looks pretty empty to me. Don't you want to investigate the actual crime scene? Swift, Red isn't good with death. That's why I was given homicide. Hunt, I admit, it was too much pressure for me. Hunt, money and items can be replaced, a person cannot. Hunt, so I stick to robberies and the like. Hunt, besides, someone's got to do it. Justina, have you done this before? Sophie. Swift, well, this is my first case with the body. Swift, calling Anton's family was the hardest thing I ever did. Hunt, it should be, otherwise he wouldn't be the Sophie I know.
Wait, now
Hunt,
you're the
it's not possible,
homicide
but it's
detector. The detective. Homicide detective. Jesus. Homicide detective. This is your first case involving a corpse.
What would a homicide detector be?
Checking someone's pulse.
Yeah.
Say, Hunt, it's not an easy job, but it is important.
It's just an AI. You take a picture of a body and it's just like, yes, this man was murdered.
This person is dead. Good job.
Say, Hunt, it's not an easy job, but it is important. Justina, thank the gods Bill and Chandra survived.
Didn't she just get transferred to homicide anyway, like a few weeks ago or a few months
That's
ago?
fair.
So-
That's fair. Actually.
Watching over the park. Anton Chambers, Justina, I can't believe someone would kill Anton. Justina, I mean, sure, he wasn't the nicest guy or a particularly good one.
I can believe it.
Swift, he certainly didn't make many friends for himself. Justina, still, how do you handle it? Does investigating murders not, like, get to you? Swift, a little, but I was a patrol cop long before I ever got promoted. Swift, working the beat like that, you get desensitized to stuff like this. Swift, all we can do now is find out who killed him and bring them to justice. Swift, Anton may have had a lot to answer for, but he still had friends and family who cared about him. Swift, knowing that solving this will bring them some peace of mind is what keeps me going. Watching over the park. Anton, Ash Smith, Justina, so, I guess you've met my dad now. What did you think? Swift, you two have pretty different personalities. I expected him to be a lot more like you. Justina, he's always said that I'm more like my mom. My sister, Jean, is more like him. Justina, I love him, but he really drives me nuts sometimes. Swift, your family sounds fun, Semi. I'm kind of jealous. I'm an only child. Swift, you should probably introduce me once this case is over. Justina, sure, but if Jean says she wants to do your makeup, you better run away before it's too late. Justina, it starts out innocent, but before you know it, she'll turn it into a multi-dash-out-dash-long makeover session. Watching over the park. Anton Ash Smith back. Talk. Trap investigate. Tree. Justina, this tree has a hole in it. What happened? Swift, there was a gang fight here a few weeks back, and someone pulled a gun. Swift, one shot ended up in this tree. Justina, is the bullet still inside the trunk? Swift, yep, it's too deep to retrieve it without cutting the whole thing down. Justina, this poor tree, it's scarred for life now. Justina, may you live a long and healthy life despite your wounds, Mr. Tree. Tree selected. Loose dirt. Justina, so this is where the wallet and gun were found. Swift, pretty much. They weren't buried here, but we dug around to see if there was anything else. Justina, I'm surprised no one else found these first. Hunt, if someone did, and we had to go hunting for it, it would have wasted a lot of time just looking for it. Hunt, best not to question it and focus on solving this case. Justina, fair point. I would put this gift cock in the mouth. Luceus selected.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It always comes up.
Yeah.
That word just always comes up.
There's no escape.
There is truly no escape.
Bush. Justina, aha, the culprit might have left some more clues in this bush. Swift, Justy, I really don't think that dash. Justina, evidence, here I come. Justina, why dash? Justina, you ouch. Justina, the only thing in the bush was just a bunch of thorns. Bush selected. Mountains. Justina, wow, it's a beautiful day out today. Justina, you can see the Juno Mountains really well from here. Swift, have you ever climbed them before? Justina, no way, I don't have that kind of stamina. Justina, I'm more than content to simply watch them from afar. Swift, you're really missing out, Justy, it's quite an experience. Swift, when you're up there, the whole city seems so small in comparison. Swift, plus, you'll never have a better view of the Azure Bay. Swift, I'll tell you what, after this case, I'll drive you up halfway on Zephyr. Justina, no, it's okay, really, I'll pass. Mountain selected. Back. Talk. Travel. Store. Back. Store. Stomp, 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 colon, ear whore, praise the gods above.
What?
Justina, what in the world? Ash, sounds like Harris, he was one of the people here last night. Swift, if he was here last night, then he's a person of interest in my book. Let's go get his story. Justina, sounds like he is in the workshop. I can show you the way. Talk. Review statement. Ash Smith, buying the store, not buying the store. Contact the family.
I assume this is all the same.
Review statement. Ash Smith,
Yeah, you just need to travel again.
buying not contact back. Talk. Travel. Invest. Talk.
Right.
Travel. Park. Workshop. Back. Park. Workshop. The 1st of May, Azure City Sunrise District Glass Workshop. Ferris, and you're certain about this? Colon, truer than the morning sun, he claimed all of it. Justina, Mrs. Eubank, what are you doing here? Ferris, the same reason as you say Anton's death. Colon, you all know each other. Ferris, it's complicated. Colon, well, I won't pry into all that business. You folks must be with the police. Allow me to introduce myself. Harris, name's Harris Newbuck. Harris, future owner of this establishment. Justina, nice to meet you, Mr. Newbuck, but I thought this place would be bought out by Eubank Investments. Justina, how did you outbid them? Harris, I was gonna buy this place outright till Anton decided to swoop in and try to outbid me. Harris, I reckon I lucked out when Luna chose me and his bid's dead as a doornail now. Left bracket profile, Harris Newbuck added to your profiles, right bracket, Harris Newbuck added to your profiles, Ferris, Anton had plans to buy this store for Eubank Investments. Harris Newbuck added to your profile, Ferris, but after what happened with the class orphanage, I requested he hold off for now. Ferris, and yet, he completely ignored my request, if the press were to find out. Ferris, it would be very harmful to Eubank Investments. Justina, left Aaron, I think her flame grew 2 sizes bigger right Aaron. Ferris, that said, it seems Luna went with Mr. Newbuck's lower bid. Justina, how did you manage that, Harris? Harris, old Anton might have had the money, but I got something he ain't got. Harris, a dream. Justina, a dream. Ferris, while it was a bidding war, Luna still had complete control as to whom she would pick. Ferris, based on what Mr. Newbuck has said, it seems he was able to convince Luna to select him. Justina, left Aaron, why would Luna do that? I better talk to her about that right Aaron. Left bracket lead, new lead added to the case file right bracket, new lead added to the case file. Ferris, that said, I read the contract. Luna doesn't fully inherit the right to sell this place until she is 18. New lead added to the case file. Ferris, so last night's meeting isn't legally binding and Luna could change her mind. Justina, so there's a chance Harris could lose his bid. Justina, sounds like he could stand to benefit from Anton dying. Harris, now hold your cocks there. I don't like how you said that. Let me just make one thing clear out of the gate.
Again.
Indeed.
So Harris, now hold your cocks there. I don't like how you said that. Let me just make one thing clear right out of the gate. Harris, I didn't kill nobody, and I didn't know he died till today. Harris, I knew nothing about all this legal nonsense till now. Justina, well I reckon you're being quite defensive, Mr. Newbuck. Justina, well
Well, I reckon you're being quite defensive there, Mr. Newbuck.
Swift, nevertheless, he's got a point. Justina, left Aaron, I suppose it couldn't be that easy right Aaron. Ferris, you three can talk it out among yourselves. Ferris, I'm going to step out for some air. Swift, I'd hate to trouble you, Mr. Newbuck, but since you're here, we'd like to take your statement about what happened last night. Harris, I reckon I got a moment to spare. Let's see here. Harris, well, as I said, I was here last night to try and buy the place. Harris, said no matter what I offered, that dang Anton would always bid higher. Harris, should me for every last penny I had. I was gonna fold, but bless Luna's soul for picking me. Harris, now, as I said before, I didn't go shooting the man. I ain't even own any type of gun to shoot him with. Harris, I ain't got the heart for killing, even when I'm angry. Left bracket statement, quote Harris Newbuck's statement recorded in the case file, quote right bracket, Harris Newbuck's statement recorded in the case file. Mr. Newbuck's statement, Harris claims he only won the bidding because of Luna. He doesn't own any guns and claims he could never kill anyone, even if he was angry. Swift, thank you, Mr. Newbuck. We also have some follow-up questions. Harris, well, get on with it then. I ain't got nothing to hide. Justina, left Aaron, I should go outside and speak with Ferris later when I can right Aaron. Left bracket area, you can now travel to the alleyway right bracket, you can now travel to the alleyway dot. Justina, left Aaron, if Luna isn't here, she must be in the break room. Better go there as well right Aaron. You can now travel to the alleyway dot. Justina, left Aaron, left bracket area, you can now travel to the break room right bracket, you can now travel to the break room dot. Justina, left Aaron, but it can't hurt to ask Harris some questions first right Aaron.
Yeah, now everything opens up. You have a lot more locations. There are, I think, a few more to come as well. This is a very big investigation.
Oh,
This one
shit.
is...
Find the store.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going beyond the 4 streams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Review say bind the store.
You were kind of optimistic.
Knowing something coming about back.
Yeah,
Coming
4
in,
was
bind the
really
store.
optimistic
Review
on
bind the store.
retrospect. I think we should do it in 5, though. Like, assuming we finish in this case next stream, which we definitely will. Like, we'll have a full stream finish this case, and then case 5 in its own stream. Yeah.
So case 5 isn't as big, I guess.
I need to check 100%, but I don't think it's as long as this one. I think this is the longest one.
Mm-hmm.
Justina, if I may ask, why are you looking to buy the store? Harris, it's been my dream to open my own barbershop. Harris, give a fella a proper shave and cut, and there ain't nothing he can't do.
Oh. He just wants to make a barbershop. All right, cool.
Harris, of course, you ladies are always welcome as well. Harris, one of my styles, the fastest way to a man's heart. Justina, I think I'm fine, thank you. Justina, left Aaron, can't say I'm after a man's heart. I like my hair the way it is, right, Aaron? Swift, what about a woman's heart? Harris, well, I reckon my artistry would make even the lassie swoon. Swift, maybe I need a haircut. Justina, left Aaron, who's she trying to impress? So, right, Aaron. Review statement. Buying the store, knowing Sol. Swift, can you tell me how you knew Sol? Harris, I gave him a haircut, actually. Harris, you'd be surprised how close we get with our clients. Haircutting's a real personal thing. Harris, so after I learned his daughter was selling, I decided to buy it. Swift, why open your barber shop here of all places? Surely there's cheaper real estate elsewhere. Harris, let me tell you something, lassie. This here's about to be real good business. Harris, all the new rich folk moving in, gentrifying the place. Harris, I reckon those business folk got to get a haircut somewhere. Swift, that sounds ambitious. Justina, you know, that's actually not a bad idea. Prices around here have been going through the roof recently. Justina, any businessman with their sort would want a store in this area, assuming they can afford it. Review statement. By knowing Sol becoming a barber. Justina, what got you into the whole barber thing anyways? Harris, well my pa taught me, same as my grandpappy taught him. It's a form of art my family's been passing down for generations. Harris, I may not use the same tools as some fancy painters with their easels and whatnot. Harris, but my clippers are my brush and the hair is my canvas. Harris, and the way I see it, what I really do is help people express themselves. Harris, they got a vague notion of what they want, but it's up to me to get them there. Swift, I never thought about hairdressing that way. That's fascinating. Justina, you didn't strike me as the artsy type. Harris, what? Just cause I got an accent in Webbox means I can't appreciate art. Justina, left Aaron, maybe that was close-minded of me, right, Aaron? Review statement by knowing becoming the back. Talk. Track investigate. Glass. Justina, this is some of our prototype glassware. Justina, we always get the shapes down before we move on to the colored glass. Justina, it's kind of like drawing a sketch before you start painting. Swift, or creating a flowchart before cooking a new dish. Justina, yeah, that dash hang on, what? Glass selected. Furnace. Justina, this is our furnace over here, and this over here is to help protect you from the heat. Justina, you can adjust it with these wheels to make it go further or backwards. Swift, you know your way around glass. How come you didn't take over the business? Justina, it's not for me. It never clicked like it does for the rest of my family. Justina, I wanted to find my own path semi. I just happened to end up at the station. Swift, got to say, I'm glad you ended up where you did. Swift, you know what? You ought to make a piece for the station. Swift, I want to see your work myself. Justina, I'm not exactly good. Swift, oh Justy, the quality of it doesn't matter. All that matters is you put your heart and soul into it, and it will turn out perfect. Justina, then maybe after this case, I'll make you something. Furnace selected. What? Swift, is this still supposed to be hot? Justina, it should cool off eventually. Justina, left Aaron, I'm glad no safety inspector is around to see this, right, Aaron? Rod selected. Back. Rod select back. Talk. Travel. Store. Park. Alleyway. Break room. Back. Store. Park. Alleyway. The 1st of May, Azure City Sunrise District Alleyway. Justina, left Aaron. How is dash is someone crying over here, right, Aaron? Justina, left Aaron. Hang on, that sounds like Mrs. Eubank, right, Aaron? Justina, F dash Ferris. Ferris, you two again. Look, if you want to look around, fine, but please leave me alone. Justina, Ferris, what's wrong? Ferris. Ferris, I just want it to end. Justina, this case. Ferris, this whole scandal. Everyone is getting dragged in. Ferris, my family, my friends, my company. Ferris, and now Anton is dead. Ferris, why? Why would someone kill him? Swift, sounds like you two were close. Ferris, he's been with Eubank Investments since the beginning. He helped build this company. Ferris, he was a bit blunt, but he was a good man. Ferris, now to find out he had been going behind our backs. Ferris, if only I found out sooner. Instead, I wasted all my time defending criminals. Justina, criminals, you mean Annie? Ferris, Annie, Bill, Oliver, I believed in all of them. Ferris, instead all I did was waste my time. Time I could have spent looking after this company. Ferris, maybe then, Anton would still be here. Swift, I think you did the right thing. Everyone deserves a fair defense. If you didn't fight for them, who would? Ferris, a public defender. I'm not even a criminal lawyer. Swift, most public defenders don't give their clients much time of day. Swift, oftentimes they are overworked and underpaid. Swift, how can they be expected to provide a good defense under those conditions? Swift, you fought for them better than anyone else could have.
That's not saying much.
Incorrect. A random lawyer cannot just go into criminal defense. That's not how it works.
Swift, I mean, what if we got it wrong? We'd be sending an innocent person to jail. Justina, I never expected to hear all of it from a cop. Swift, hey, I didn't get into this business just for the paycheck or a sense of power. Swift, I want to help people. I want to catch the real criminals, not just the first option I find. Justina, I can tell this means a lot to you. Justina, left Aaron, she's really passionate about this. Now I just want to help her solve this case even more, right, Aaron? Justina, Ferris, nothing you or I can do to bring Anton back, but you can help us find who's behind this. Justina, help us, please. Ferris, alright. Ferris, how can I help? Swift, you knew Anton better than any of us. What can you tell us about him? Ferris, I'll tell you what I know. Ferris, Anton was a real gun enthusiast. He carried his pistol, Brutus, with him everywhere.
He had a name for his pet. Right, we know this. This is a theme in this game. People name their inanimate objects.
Yeah, lots of people name their pistols.
Yeah.
Ferris, he bragged all the time about how good of a shot he was dash, but he only ever needed one. Ferris, he only ever carried one bullet in his gun just to prove this point. Ferris, he never once left a thing on his side. I wouldn't even let anyone else safe. Ferris,
what if you're attacked by like 2 people, man? Ah, shit! I only have one gun because of fucking. I wanted to be macho.
You only ever need one shot. So if you're attacked by 2 people, just shoot both of them with one bullet.
What if it's like 6 people?
Shoot them all with one bullet. Okay.
Okay, then. Yeah, this man must be
Shut up.
Hawkeye.
Shut up.
Safe. Ferris, he never once let the thing out of his sight either. Wouldn't even let anyone else touch it. Ferris, this is partly because his gun has a flash drive attached to it. He carried all his work-related info on it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Why you would attach a flash drive to a gun, I'm not quite sure. Like, yes, I'm armed for war and a business meeting.
Man, all these cases in these games, you gotta have these really eccentric characters who do these really crazy things so that things line up.
Save. Ferris, aside from that, he was dedicated to his work, really dedicated. When he made up his mind, nothing could stop him. Left bracket statement, quote Ferris Eubank's statement recorded in the case file, quote right bracket. Ferris Eubank's statement recorded in the case file. Mrs. Eubank's statement, Anton always carried one bullet in his gun and has a flash drive attached to it. He wouldn't let anyone touch his gun. Justina, he named his gun. Ferris, I never understood it, but I won't speak ill of the dead. Swift, seems he cared about it a lot though. We'll keep it in mind. Swift, thanks Fez, this will help us a lot. Ferris, never call me that again. Swift, AWW, come on, how about ferry? Or fair-bear? Ferris, you know, city ordinances restrict the usage of motorcycles in this area. Swift, you know what, let's go look around elsewhere. Justina, left Aaron, I've never seen Sophie look more scared in her life, right Aaron? Talk. Review statement, swords in the back. Anton's enemies, buying the place back. Review swords in the back. Swift, what are those buildings in the back? Justina, there used to be some small businesses, a family club, a loan office, and a beauty salon. Swift, used to. Justina, they closed down, couldn't make enough to keep going. Justina, that brick wall in the back wasn't always there. People used to be able to go from one street to another. Justina, it was raised a few years ago because of a property dispute with the building owner on the other side. Justina, but it killed a lot of the traffic for those few stores. Swift, how sad. Justina, they have been closed for a couple of years now. Justina, and no one has wanted them since. Justina, thankfully, the former owners were able to relocate to another area. Swift, then it has a happy ending. Justina, it was a happy ending. I just wish they didn't have to move in the first place. Review statement. Sword Anton's enemy. Justina, do you know anyone who would want to kill Mr. Chambers? Ferris, you didn't hear this from me. Ferris, but Anton had just gone through a terribly messy divorce. Ferris, his ex-wife fought him hard in the courts. Those two hated each other. Ferris, aside from her, there's certainly some businessmen around here who don't think the best of him. Ferris, but I can't imagine any of them would resort to murder. Swift, I checked on the family connections already. His wife has been away on holiday for the past week. Justina, so all we have are a bunch of empty leads. Swift, not exactly. Swift, we know our culprits are hidden their intentions well. Swift, all this was a crime committed in the heat of the moment. Review statement. So Anton's death buying the place. Justina, looks like Anton had been making a lot of moves recently. The orphanage I could understand, but why this place? Ferris, unfortunately, I can't disclose any information about the company or adventures. Justina, you know something, don't you? This could be critical information. Ferris, I have to place the interests of the company first. Justina, left Aaron, what could you bank investments be hiding, right Aaron? Justina, left Aaron, I want to push her on it, but I have a feeling it won't get me anywhere, right Aaron? Review statement. So Anton's buying the play back. Talk, trap, investigate. Dumpster. Swift, we better check this dumpster for clues. Swift, you never know what you might find lying in one of these. Swift, it's empty. Justina, well, yeah, yesterday was trash day, they probably picked it up in the afternoon. Justina, besides, I doubt the culprit would have been dumb enough to throw the gun in the trash. Swift, I think it counts, let's add it to the evidence. Trash day, trash was picked up yesterday at around noon. The contents of both the large dumpster and the small can were collected. Dumpster selected. Mail handle. Swift, what's this thing here? Justina, that would be a mailbox. It pulls open for you to drop mail inside. Swift, hum. Swift, I wonder, could the culprit have dropped something in there? Justina, unless they're the utility company, I doubt it. Swift, what about the place next door? They've also got one. Justina, I'd rather not go over there, actually. Swift, why not? It just... Justina, don't let that fool you. It's all smiles until they realize you aren't buying anything, and then they turn into vicious snakes. Mail handle selected. Back wall. Swift, what's with this honest brick wall back here? Justina, it wasn't always there. You used to be able to walk through here to the other street. Justina, it got put there a few years ago because of a property dispute. Swift, I doubt the culprit would have been able to climb over this. Swift, that would mean that they'd have had to pass by the front of the store. Swift, unless... Swift, the culprit was a ghost. Justina, he... Swift, Justy, don't tell me you actually believe in ghosts. Justina, of course I do. They're very real and very dangerous. Justina, they say those who anger the gods are forced to forever haunt our world of spirits. Justina, I never want to encounter one. Swift, you didn't strike me as the superstitious type. Justina, you can call it whatever you want, but I'd like to avoid being haunted. Swift, don't worry, I doubt the ghosts will haunt you. You're too cute for that. Justina, H dash. Justina, hey, cut it out. I'm really serious here. Swift, or, come on, I'm only teasing you. Back wall selected. White tape. Swift, here we are, the scene of the crime. Justina. Swift, something on your mind. Justina, you know, I've always seen these in movies and TV, but seeing it in real life is haunting. Justina, when I was younger, I used to play out here with Luna. Justina, once we played cops and robbers. Luna shaped her hands like a gun and pretended to shoot me as the robber. Justina, it's kind of surreal how much it parallels this crime. Justina, being here now makes my childhood feel like it was so long ago. Justina, sorry, I really should focus on the case. Swift, don't be sorry, I'm glad you can open up to me about this. Swift, but you're right, we have to solve this case, if only to get your dad off the suspect list. Justina, right, so, is there anything I should know? Swift, aside from the body being found here, we don't know much else. Swift, it seems like the culprit may have lured Anton in here in order to rob him. Swift, we were also told he drove here, but both his keys and car are missing. Swift, so the same person who killed him could have used his car to escape. Justina, that means his keys, wallet, and gun were all taken, yet they dumped the gun and the wallet at the park. Justina, if they escaped in the car, why not drive away with both? Swift, maybe they couldn't drive away with them. Justina, maybe, I just can't think of a reason why. Justina, I'm going to add the keys as missing with the wallet. Left bracket statement, wallet updated, right bracket, wallet updated, white tape selected. Graffiti. Justina, oh great, he's back. Swift, who's he? Justina, the Dash Boy, he's a local graffiti artist. Justina, he goes around town spraying pastry themed graffiti. Justina, and he's made our store his favorite spot to hit. Justina, we paint over it the next day, but he keeps coming back. Swift, Frying Oil, I still have his information written down from the class case. Swift, but I think it looks pretty, why give him such a hard time? Justina, it's bad for business, it makes the whole area look shady. Justina, I keep trying to convince my dad to do more about it, but he just brushes it off. Justina, I don't care how talented or creative he may be, he should be painting on an easel, not our walls. Justina, and look, he even left his spray paint in the small trash can here. Justina, left Aaron, how strange, it still has plenty of paint, right Aaron? Swift, I just thought of something. Justina, what's up? Swift, the Essential Beat-Cop Handbook, Chapter 8, Section 7, quote, most graffiti artists work under the cover of night, quote. Justina, did you memorize the whole thing? Swift, that's not important right now, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Justina, but we need to throw the Dash Boy in jail for his vandalism. Swift, no, Small Dash Fry could have been a witness, we should go talk with him. Justina, maybe, but knowing him, he won't be at his usual spot this early in the morning. Justina, we should gather as much evidence as we can here before we visit him. Left bracket lead, new lead added to the case file, right bracket, new lead added to the case file. Justina, hold on, there's something else here. What's all this? New lead added to the case. Justina, is this confetti? Justina, it's got some weird writing on it. Swift, this isn't ordinary confetti. This was left behind by a taser. Justina, a taser. Did someone use a taser on a clown? Swift, not quite. Consumer tasers have confetti stuffed in their cartridges.
What?
Swift, each one has the taser serial number on it. It's so we can track them down if they're used in a crime.
Is that a real thing?
I don't
Surely
know, but
not.
I feel like the answer is no.
Surely
Also,
not.
Are consumer tasers a thing?
Maybe?
Like, at least in Ireland, I'm pretty sure I can't
Maybe
just go buy
somewhere.
a taser
Maybe for
if I feel
self-defense
like
or
it.
something.
Yeah, I could see it in America, because
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
consumer
or-
pistols are a thing.
Yeah.
Justina, oh that's really, I never knew that. Swift, in any case, it lets us know that the taser was used here. Justina, we should look up the owner, then. Swift, I'll call Sue to ask her to look into it. She can look it up while we're investigating. Justina, better add both to the case file. First, the spray paint. Spray paint, there's a can of spray paint left in the trash can. It still has plenty of paint. Justina, now the confetti. Confetti from a consumer taser. It has the taser serial number to look up the owner. Found near the small trash can by the graffiti. Graffiti selected. Back. Talk. Travel. Store. Park.
Okay.
Workshop. Break room.
Should we
Graffiti wall.
put a cut in here?
Let's do the break room and then we'll
Graffiti break room.
see. Yeah, we can go for a bit longer.
Paper perjury. Store.
And I can go for a bit longer
Workshop.
anyway.
Break room. Graffiti wall. Back.
What
Graffiti
time
break
is
room.
it? It's about 1:15.
Workshop. Break room.
Let me just check. I think the break room. Just want to make sure, because I know one of them is really long. Let me see.
Graffiti wall.
Could do the...
Break workshop. Break
You
graffiti
can't do
wall.
that one yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the break room is the one that's quite long.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah, I would put a cut here, I think.
Alright, let's...
Save. Load. Option. Control. Back. Main setting. Save. Load. Options. Load. Save. Back. Main save. Save. Save slot 2. Save. Save. Save slot 1. Sunday. The save slot 2. Empty slot. Save slot. Are you sure you want to work? Save slot 1. Yes. Back. Save.
Okay.
Talk. Travel. Invest.
So yeah, that has been episode 3 of Paper Perjury.
Indeed.
Thank you all for joining us. And we'll be back next week with episode 4, in which we will finish case 4 and possibly start case 5 depending on time.
Yeah. I don't know. Shane says this one is quite long, so we'll see how
Yeah,
I
as I
guess.
recall, this one is quite a long one.
But yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is fun. Of course, when we start having to dispute statements, it's going to be difficult because we're going to have 17 billion random things. But yeah.
Yeah, as per standard.
Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, leave a like, leave a comment, but an actual one, not a phantom one like on the first episode.
Yeah.
A ghost comment, you know.
Also, I saw like yesterday, one of our really old streams, the coding one got a comment. I need to go answer that.
Really? Oh, I need to look
Yeah,
at
it was
that.
asking about, someone was asking about the what TTS I use, which I thought we
Oh,
talked about a few times.
We did. I don't know why blindies always do that.
Yeah, like we've mentioned this a few times, but like,
Who gives a shit? Yeah, so that is it. Join the Discord, leave a like, drop, subscribe.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Thunderstep Gaming.